from Crookston, Minnesota on this Friday night. More high school football coming your way right here on KRXY Morel. Plenty of action, plenty of to get to here in the Riverview Health pregame show as the Crookston Pirates, 1-2 on the year in Section 8AA, will host Section 8AA foe, the Frazee Hornets, who are 2-1. I don't have to tell you how important this game is for seeding implications down the road. The winner will still be right in the thick of things, trying to go after a potential 2 seed behind Barnesville. The loser could very well find themselves out of contention for the 2 seed when the season starts to wrap up down the home stretch. So a lot to play for here tonight. We're looking forward to it. Should be a fun evening of football. It feels like fall football weather finally. We got the clouds in the sky. We got the wind out there and a little bit of rain earlier today. There's definitely a chill in the air, but that's the way it's supposed to be at this time of the year. Other thing to note, it is Frazee's home game tonight. They are playing all their games on the road this year. Their field is being redone, so technically they are going to be in their home uniforms this evening. It's treated as their home game. The Pirates will wear their road whites and be the visitors. Other than that, though, nothing else really crazy or anything. Just something to make note of there. Frazee's still on the visitor sideline. Crookston's on the home sideline, things like that. Just keep in mind, I guess, technically it's treated as Frazee's home game here this evening. Like I said, lots to get to. We interviewed both coaches earlier on today. We'll have draft scoreboard update. We'll have the Napa Crookston Welding Machine starting lineups, all that and more to get to here on the Riverview Health pregame show. So we'll take our first break. When we come back, you will hear from the Frazee Hornets head coach, Russ Hackle, get his thoughts here on what they need to do to have some success and try and get to 3-1. It's the Riverview Health pregame show. This is Crookston Pirate Football. We'll be back after this.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
And we're now chatting with Frazee head coach Russ Hackle. And coach, coming into the year, you're 2-1, have gotten off to a pretty good start. What have you been able to do, or what has your team been able to do to be successful so far this year?
Well, we're just kind of sticking to our base stuff that we're working on and just kind of executing. Hopefully don't have a ton of offense in, but we're just kind of really just working on our basic stuff that we've been working on for over the years now, this new offense that we put in, and I think our kids are finally kind of figuring it out and believing in what we're doing, and just executing.
As far as maybe tonight goes, weather's a little iffy. I don't know if you guys like to throw the ball much, but if it does rain, I'm sure that would limit that a little bit. Have you kind of been preparing for that, or what's kind of the game plan going into this one tonight?
It's kind of been the same thing every week. We've been just kind of working at what we're doing. We're a running team, no different than Crookston, so if it's a rainy night, it'll be probably favor both of us because we both like to run the ball.
And I know I don't have to tell you this, it's a section game that's always critical for seeding down the road. So I'm sure that's kind of been the message to the guys is, each week's important, but I'm sure you got them fired up and I'm sure they're ready to play.
Well, it's like anything. We haven't even mentioned anything about section play, really. Just every opponent being a team that's on the road every game this year. We can't take anything lightly and got to prepare every week like it's like a home game to us, too. It is our home game to you guys up there, but it's still traveling and trying to get all those details figured out and making sure that everything is okay. And, it's just a little bit added, we're always on the road, a little more travel and getting yourself prepared, get there a little earlier to walk through.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask you about that, and I'm sure this is unlike anything you've ever had to deal with before. Have the kids been able to respond to it well? Have they been resilient knowing that you have to play on the road every single week?
Yeah, they've been pretty good. I think they understand the situation. Like last night, I tried to do something nice or just, kind of go out of the way to try to make it special for them. Like we got all the equipment working on the football field up here, and they're building it and everything. And I asked if we could take our senior pick or our team picture with equipment in the background, which is we'd never done it before, but trying to make it kind of something special for the boys and something to remember. And so I know they appreciate it because a few have already commented to me about it. So it's good. They realize it.
And at this point in the year, you got a few weeks under your belt. We get to the point everybody starts to get banged up a little bit injury-wise. Are you pretty much full strength still? Are you going to be missing any key players tonight?
We're missing a couple kids that are not too many that are hurt, but banged up. Every Friday, come Saturday morning, they're all playing how sore they are and everything. But for the most part, we're healthy compared to we were last year when we played them. Before we at least lost our starting tailback last year in the game against him, but he just got back off injury and ended up breaking his tibia. So he actually had a stress fracture. So it was, and we had one of the linemen that was out. We lost two linemen by the time we got to that game too. So our numbers were, we're not that deep, but you always got to have your next guy up ready to go. So we were a little thin at linemen when we were playing them last year too. So.
Two more questions for you, Coach. First off, how important is it to control the line of scrimmage? Crookston's got a couple of good backs. They've been improving up on the line. I'm sure that'll be a big component in the game tonight.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a dogfight out there with those guys. They're very solid. We're undersized, but we're pretty aggressive, and hopefully, we're hoping to wear them down. But in the same sense, they're gonna be a little bit bigger and they're physical too. So it's gonna be a good matchup, I think, tonight.
And then lastly, a couple keys to get a win tonight, maybe one offense and then one thing on the defensive side of the ball you want to see.
Well, their defense, our defense needs to tackle and have good pursuit to the ball and making plays because, like you were talking about, they have two good backs that, run the ball hard, and they're going to get yards. It's just a matter of making sure we get enough guys there to help out. And then offensively, just, minimize the mistakes in the game, turnovers and penalties, especially if the rain becomes to be a factor. That's going to be a part of the game.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight.
Yep. Thanks a lot.
As the head coach of the Frazee Hornets, Russ Hackle, we appreciate his time in the pregame show. We'll take another break. When we come back, chat with Nate Labarski, the head coach of the Pirates, get his thoughts on tonight's contest. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football, and we'll continue the Riverview Health pregame show after this.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting,
hockey, basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech, theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot of going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is my education destination.
Welcome to Andy Ullman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it is important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. The Crookston Eye Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but on Thursdays they open at 9:15 a.m. They also have a second location in Foston to offer you even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or looking for a new pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget Smith and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 218-281-2020 for the Crookston and Foston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Last week against a Hawley team that beat you a year ago. So how do you carry that momentum not only into this week, but the rest of the season now?
Yeah, it's always positive to win. And I think that, we keep improving each week. And as a coaching staff, certainly that's what you're looking for. And guys are gaining confidence in different areas. Our offensive line has played better each week, and we look for that to continue. I hope they know how important they are to the overall success of our football team. We keep telling them that, and they certainly are. So seeing those bright spots, we look for that to continue and carry that through this game and the rest of the season.
I'm glad you brought up the offensive line because I was going to ask you about that. You were able to open up some running lanes last week against Hawley. I mean, there's a lot of people that could have ran through those holes. So do you think it's just the repetition that's finally starting to pay off, or why was last week different, I guess?
I think so. We talked earlier in the year that we don't have a lot of experience there up front. I mean, we have some guys playing some different positions. Reps are really, really important early on in the season, understanding, where they need to go and what they need to do. And then not only taking care of the front line of the line of scrimmage, but then getting to the linebackers that allow those holes to open. So they've progressively gotten better at that each week. And you can kind of see in their faces that they're starting to understand a lot of things and not quite as many questions, and they just they're able to play at a fast pace.
You flip over the defensive side of the ball on the D line as well. They've gotten after the quarterback all year really well. I don't know if Frazee likes to pass very much or not, but regardless, if they can put some pressure on him tonight, I'm sure that'll be a big step towards a win.
Yeah, Frazee, a solid quarterback, has a good arm. And so, yeah, we're going to need to continue pressure the quarterback and just primarily, number one, though, also stop the run. They have a big back. Another big back this week. I think there's a lot of them around. So and they run the ball well then with another back that's quick and shifty. So we need to stop the run and then get after the quarterback.
And I don't think I need to tell you this. You know how important this game is. Anytime you play a section opponent, it can be critical. I'm sure the players know that too. Do you talk about that much? Do you try to block it out, use it as just every game is its own game? We just worry about it one game at a time type mentality? Or do you want the guys to realize it's a big game so that they come out ready to go?
Yeah, so we talked about it yesterday at practice. We have team goals, which my fault. We didn't do a very good job of having, for individual game goals. We have about 15 team goals, but one of our long range goals, and we heard about it last year at the end of the season, was we'd like to have a home playoff game. And in order to do that, you number one, need to take care of opponents every week, but two, also realize how important games are at this point in the season to being able to accomplish that goal and get a home playoff game. So they do know the importance of the game, and I think it's okay for them to know that.
On the other side of things, we don't talk about this very much. Special teams, it's been pretty good, all things considered, whether it's punting, kicking extra points. Jake Erickson's done a good job getting the ball off quick. Haven't had any issues there. How often do you work on that in practice, and how important is that for you?
Well, special teams is a third of the game. And so we do work on some special teams component every day. And then we try to put it all together and work on them all on Thursday. Jake has done a really good job. We need we need to put a little bit more speed on our kickoff cover because he's almost out kicking our coverage right now. So we'll get that adjusted, and those guys will get down the field a little bit quicker, but he's done a really nice job of putting the ball downfield. He had a couple in the game. One was mechanically the snap on the extra point wasn't and our hold wasn't the greatest. So not on Jake. He can't be in his head. He's just got to come and do the same things every time, and he'll be just fine.
Looking at the weather tonight, looks like the rain's going to hold off. It's a little bit dark, but overall shouldn't be terrible out there. I talked to some of your players earlier this week. They actually said they like playing in the rain and in the cold, so I'm sure they're going to be ready to go either way.
Yeah, they do. They enjoy doing that, and it's good to hear that because then football is a game where you can't let the elements beat you, and sometimes they can and they do. So it's good to hear they're ready to go and in any kind of weather.
You could probably already give me the answer before I ask the question because I always end with it, but two biggest keys for a win.
Well, if the weather is going to be a factor, we're going to need to run the football and continue to progress up front and allow ourselves to sustain drives by running the football. And then on the other side of the ball, we're going to need to stop the run. It's where most teams start and where they're going to want to go, especially if they want to sustain drives. And we did a nice job last week of not having our defense out there quite as much as we did in the first 2 weeks. And I think they were appreciative of that. And we played better on that side of the ball also because of that. So.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight.
All right. Thanks, Wyatt.
As the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Nate Labarski, here on the Riverview Health pregame show. We appreciate his time. As always, we're getting you ready for kickoff here between the Pirates and the Hornets. Parents' night for the Crookston Pirates. If you're watching our live stream, you can see that right now. All the kids being introduced with their parents. So fun and exciting night for them. And ironically, it's Frazee's home game. So just kind of a weird night as far as all that goes. But we'll have kickoff coming your way around 6 o'clock. We'll take another break. And when we come back, we'll get into our draft scoreboard update. Lots of other stuff going on this Friday as well. You are listening and watching Crookston Pirate Football. It's the Riverview Health pregame show. We'll be back after this.
Hi, Tommy Helgeson here at Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston. We've got new Fords on the lot, including F-150s, Edges, Explorers, and Expeditions, and a great selection of used, including over 30 used pickups on the ground with prices starting at $16,999. Check out our complete inventory at ChristianBrothersFord.com and all of our stores at ChristianCarsOnline.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston. Give us a call today, 281-1338, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative would like to thank area growers for their patronage this year and wish you all a safe and prosperous harvest. Since 1979, Crookston Valley Cooperative has been your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering on the products and service that you've come to expect. For all your fall fertilizer needs, stop by or call Jake at 281-1178. Crookston Valley Cooperative, here to keep you growing.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Judy Hulst, Administrator at Villa St. Vincent in the Summit Apartments. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute short stay and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of reflection, please know how very proud Villa St. Vincent and the Summit Apartments are to serve our community.
From early morning to the last thing before bed, light powers your day. And every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. Choose LED bulbs. You'll use 75% less energy, and because they last so long, you may never have to change them again. Whether it's bright light for the bathroom or a soft, warm touch in the family room, LEDs do it all. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED. LED lighting, the smart way to light your life.
Society, winning has come to mean everything. If winning comes at the expense of good sportsmanship, everyone loses. Nothing is gained in the long run. Good sportsmanship is the result of a disciplined effort to respect yourself, your opponents, and contest officials. Remember, good sports are winners no matter the score. This reminder is brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
Back here to the UMC football field. It's time for draft scoreboard updates. We continue the Riverview Health pregame show. Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston. They have a lot of new menu items, including salmon. So if you got a taste for salmon, head on over there. Check it out. They also got the traditional appetizers, entrees, sandwiches, wraps, tacos, pasta, burgers, and dessert. You can contact them at 281-1183 if you have any questions. Daily specials and nightly specials. And you should know by now, if you listen to any of these broadcasts, Friday night, it is rib night over there from 5 to 9 p.m. You can get ribs for $15. That gets you a half rack, $19 for the full rack. They also got their full menu, though, available. And like I said, they have those specials that change each and every day. Check them out, Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston, just off of Fisher Avenue. Looking at our scoreboard here tonight, again, we got Crookston Pirate Football coming your way here on the air and on the KROX live stream. So be ready for that here at 6 p.m. The Minnesota Twins, they're hosting the Angels as they start a weekend series at Target Field. 7:10 the first pitch tonight. Southwest Minnesota State is at UMC Volleyball. That'll get underway at 6 p.m. tonight. In soccer, UMC was taking on Wayne State, Nebraska. That was this afternoon. We'll see if we can get a score update for you here in just a little bit. In other football tonight, Polk County West is at Bagley. Red Lake County is at War Road. You've got Fertile Beltrami at Nevis. Winnie-Mac at Stephen Argyle. Dilworth, Glen, and Felton at East Grand Forks. Fergus Falls at Thief River Falls. Park Rapids at Pequot Lakes. Perham at Detroit Lakes. Roseau at Otter Tail Central. Bemidji at Brainerd. Alexandria at Moorhead. Adaborp West at Mahnomen Waban. A couple of unbeatens there. Boston at Lake Park Audubon, just to name a few. The big one, though, that teams are keeping an eye on in Section 8AA is Osakis at Barnesville tonight, both 3-0. Barnesville right now looking like they should get the 1 seed unless some things drastically change over the course of the next 4 or 5 weeks. And again, that's why this game here between Crookston and Frazee is so important to see who could potentially end up being the 2 seed behind Barnesville. Frazee sitting 2-1 right now. Win over another section opponent could go a long ways. Crookston likewise would own the tiebreaker over Frazee with a win here tonight. So a lot on the table for these two teams. But Barnesville will try and make it 4-0 against Osakis. Hawley is at West Central area. Parker's Prairie at Pelican Rapids, just to run off some of those. For all the scores, go to KRXAM.com, click on sports. We'll update them throughout the night, and you can find them there tomorrow as well. They'll all be up there for sure by tomorrow morning at the very latest. So with that, we'll take another break. When we come back, we will have the Napper Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups, maybe run through some of the keys to the game for both teams, and we'll get ready for kickoff. Kickoff coming your way here from the UMC football field here in Crookston between the Crookston Pirates and Frazee Hornets. 6 o'clock, we'll get it underway. So we'll take a break. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football on KROX, and we'll be back after this.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. we're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
Fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
And we welcome you back to Crookston here on this Friday night. Time now for the Napa Crookston Welding Machine starting lineups as we work our way towards kickoff between the Crookston Pirates and the Frazee Hornets in a battle in Section 8AA. Napa Crookston Welding Machine, for all your automotive needs, you can stop by Napa Crookston Welding Machine. They will have what you need. You can make sure your battery will start the first time every time. Buy a Legend battery from Napa Crookston Welding Machine. They handle all your Legend battery needs for your cars, trucks, recreational vehicles, snowmobiles, and ATVs. Let's take a look now at those starting lamps. We'll start with the visitors, technically the home team, but they're the ones that had to travel today. The Frazee Hornets, they've got their green on, their home green with the white numbers today. They are technically the designated home team. Taking a look at their offense tonight, they're going to be going with the quarterback, the sophomore, 6'4" sophomore, Carter Sonnenberg. So he'll get the start under center. The running backs, they got 3 of them that are listed as starters. Number 1, a junior, Brady Crabtree. Number 10, a senior, Jake Nagel. And number 45, a junior, Tyler Moe. So they're all out there as in the starting lineup. The tight end is Mark Jaroszewski. He is a senior, 210-pound, 6'4" tight end. He plays both ways. We'll get into their defense in a little bit. And then the only wide receiver, at least, that is listed in their starting lineup to get things off and running is the senior number 15, and that is Max Mataka. So Mataka getting a start there to round out the skill players, as they call them. Now the offensive line, the big guys up front for Frazee tonight. They just have them listed as guards and tackles, so we don't know left guard or right guard, for instance. But the guards today are going to be Weston Mickelson along with Daniel Graham. The center is Derek Zitzo, and the tackles are Zachary Longfors and Logan Breck. So that is the starting lineup offensively for Frazee tonight. On the defensive side of the ball, I'm adding it up here. They have 8 guys that play both ways. That's traditionally what Crookston does as well. So both these teams playing a lot of guys both ways. In the secondary for Frazee tonight, The running back that we mentioned earlier, Brady Crabtree, he will be a free safety today in the starting lineup. Jake Nagel, another running back, is the strong safety. The corners are Cale Oshak and Max Mataka, as we mentioned before, so they'll be in the secondary as well. It's a traditional 4 up front, 3 linebackers, 4 in the secondary for Frazee. The 3 linebackers, Jack Graham, Tyler Moe, and Daniel Graham. Jack Graham only playing on the defensive side of the ball, at least starting on the defensive side of the ball. He's a freshman, a 5'9", 198-pound freshman. The other 2 we mentioned before. And then up front, the defensive tackles are Weston Michelson and Zachary Longfors, both offensive linemen. And then the defensive ends, Derek Zitzo, the starting center, along with Mark Jarashevsky, the senior tight end as well. So that is the Frazee Hornets lineup today. Let's take a look at your Crookston Pirates and how they're going to line up here this evening. We'll start on the offensive side of the ball. As usual, the senior Jack Dota. He'll be at quarterback. The fullback is Tanner Geese. The running back, Ethan Bowles. So not a huge shock there. They're keeping it pretty simple, both offensively and defensively tonight. Just one new name from last week on the defensive side of the ball. We'll get to that here momentarily. The wide receivers are Ryan Abel and George Widman. The tight end, Carter Coet. On the offensive line, the center, as usual, Hunter Knutson. The left guard is Jesus Sanchez Jr. The right guard is Jaron Bailey. We saw him cramp up a little bit at Hawley, but he's plenty fine and ready to go for this one. No issues there. The tackles on the right side, Dalton Dulude. That is a new one on the offensive side of the ball. He's getting the start up front. And then on the left side, at left tackle, the sophomore Riley Helgeson. So that's the Pirates starting lineup tonight. Offensively, on the defensive side of the ball, again, they play a lot of guys both ways as well. Tonight, they've got 9 guys playing both ways, at least to start, in their starting lineup. We'll start in their secondary again. The corners are George Widman. He also plays wide receiver. He is a senior. The other corner joining him back there, the junior Antonio Romero. We might also see Romero run the football a little bit tonight as well offensively. The safeties are Jack Dota along with Rylan Labarski. Labarski got his first start a week ago at Hawley. He's back in the starting lineup as well. The linebackers, the running backs, Tanner Geese and Ethan Bowl. Headline, I apologize, Ethan Bowles a defensive end, but Tanner Geese, the fullback, highlights the linebacking core along with Carter Coet. So then you go up front with the defensive ends. You've got Ethan Bowl, and then, Gavin Luchny's getting his first start tonight, and he is replacing Leighton Fuentes, who is under the weather. So Leighton Fuentes, that was a late change. I apologize. I forgot to mark that down. Leighton Fuentes is not able to go tonight as he is under the weather, so that'll be Gavin Luchny getting the start for him as a linebacker. Then it's Ethan Bowl and Carter Coet as the defensive ends. The nose guard, as usual, Jesus Sanchez Jr., and then the defensive tackles up front, Jaron Bailey, Hunter Knutson, the defensive ends, as we already mentioned, Ethan Bowl and Carter Coet. So that's how the Pirates go. 9 guys playing both ways. Frazee has 8 guys playing both ways in the starting lineup tonight, and that is your Napa Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups brought to you by Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. As we mentioned, Crookston designated as the visitors today on their home field. They're wearing their road white. They're getting their lineup announced right now. Frazee, being the home team, they'll get their lineup announced here momentarily. They've got their home green on as they travel here to Crookston and try and move to 3-1 on the year. We will take another break here momentarily. We'll step aside. We'll have the national anthem. Then we'll have kickoff between the Pirates and the Hornets, a big one in Section 8AA, a lot on the line. Crookston trying to get to 2-2, win their second straight. Frazee trying to move to 3-1 and put themselves right in the thick of things, keep them there for a potential number 2 seed in the section tournament later on this year. So a lot to get to. We're looking forward to it. Kickoff is right around the corner, 6 p.m. on this Friday evening. We'll take a break. This has been the Riverview Health pregame show, and opening kick between the Pirates and the Hornets is coming up next.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech, theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot of going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience. 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it is important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. The Crookston Eye Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but on Thursdays they open at 9:15 a.m. They also have a second location in Fosston to offer you even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or looking for a new pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget Smith and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 218-281-2020 for the Crookston and Fosston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
All right, we're good. And we're back here from Crookston, ready for Crookston Pirate Football right here on KRX and the KRX live stream. You can listen to the action tonight on 1260 AM, 105.7 FM, and 92.1 FM in Grand Forks and East Grand Forks. Online all the time, KRXAM.com. And you can watch on the live stream. Go to YouTube and search our YouTube channel, and you can find it there, or by going to KRXAM.com, click on the blue live stream button. The Frazee Hornets won the toss. They want to receive. Set a message right away. Jake Erickson will kick off right to left across your radio dial and get this one underway. Ball teed up at the 40 between the hash marks. Big matchup between the Pirates and the Hornets. Official running near side. They'll give Erickson the all clear here momentarily. Back to receive the kick will be Jake Nagel along with Brady Crabtree, two of those backs that we mentioned earlier in the pregame show. Here's the kick, and we're underway. Friday Night Lights, a big one here. It goes to Nagel. He'll field it at his 5, come up across the 10, 15, cut back at the 20. He's got a hole, breaks a tackle, 30, and falls forward to the 33, 34-yard line. A nice return of about 30 yards, and that's where Frazee will set up shop. 11:51 to go, and they are led out onto the field by their 6'4" sophomore quarterback, Carter Sonnenberg, and he is all of that 6'4", long, lengthy frame. See what he has up his sleeve tonight. We mentioned that they do like to throw a little bit. It's not raining at the moment by the looks of it. Got Chris Fee heading down to the sidelines right now. We'll hear from him throughout the contest tonight.
We have a light sprinkle, and I would say that's about it.
The light sprinkle. Here is the first snap of the game as the Hornets get set. Snap, they'll go right up the gut. Cutting out to the right, 35 is Nail. Breaks a tackle, 40, 45 down the sideline, 50, 45, 40. Only one man can catch him. It's a foot race, and he's going to go all the way. One play, and the Hornets strike first. A 67-yard touchdown score for Jake Nagel and an absolutely disastrous start for the Pirates. They gave him a nice hole to run through. He broke one tackle, and he was gone.
All he did was bounced it out to the outside, and there was a couple nice blocks. One of the linemen had the defensive lineman for the Pirates engaged and even brought him down onto his back. He followed that block all the way through, and obviously not a great start for the Pirates and a fantastic start for Frazee. Just bouncing it out to the outside, nothing fancy.
Does not get any better than that if you're the Hornets. They're going to try a PAT here. It'll be Brady Crabtree to kick it. Some confusion up on the line at the moment as the officials are talking a few things over. Holding this extra point here for the Hornets is going to be the senior, Zachary Longfors.
I would say it's more of a rain now,
So,
according to my glasses.
I should say, I guess there's some rain in the forecast. Thought it was going to stay to the east, but that'll make things even more interesting. Both these teams like to run the ball. Snap, good spot down, extra point up from Crabtree, and it is good. So 21 seconds into the game, Frazee making themselves felt. It is 7-0. We'll see what the Pirates have in response. Well, Chris, didn't get a chance to talk to you in the pregame, but what do you think a couple keys are for Crookston tonight in order to get a win?
Well, we saw one of them. The line is going to have to do a little better job and, pushing back. They were pushed back that time against Hawley, especially in the first half. We saw them get off the ball, both defensively and offensively, and they were pushing the opponent's line back. And that time it was the Crookston line getting pushed back. And Frazee, not overly big by any means, so we'll see what happens. Maybe it's just a first play fluke, not quite focused and ready, but we'll see how they answer. But the offensive and defensive line is my top two keys, as it is almost every game, but hanging on to the ball is going to be another one, especially with this rain.
I can't remember where last year they played on homecoming. Was it raining that game too, or I can't remember. I know they had one game at home last year. There was a ton of rain and it was tough to hang on to the ball.
West Central area, I think that was Mud Bowl.
So we'll probably see something similar if the rain keeps up by the end of the night. Here's the kickoff down the field from Frazee, and they were offsides. So that'll back them up 5 yards. So that's a rare one. You don't see that very often.
Not on a kickoff, that's for sure. And the flag is caught on the pole there, but the wind is going in. They're kicking into the wind. So if you have to move it back 5 more yards, the Pirates should have some pretty good field position to start with here.
And Ethan Bull and Antonio Romero back to receive the kick as usual. A lot of teams like to keep it away from Bull, but Romero, as we've seen over the last few weeks especially, very explosive when he touches the ball. We'll see where they want to kick this one. They re-tee it. Sonnenberg, the quarterback, from his own 35. Here's the kick. He'll go to the right side. Carter Coette's going to catch it at his 32, come up across 35, go to the middle. Now he's running backwards and now gets back to the 35, gets to the edge on the right side, tripped up across the 40 at the 41. So Carter Coette, short return, but great field position. That 5-yard penalty on the offsides on the kickoff cost Frazee a little bit. And the Pirates with good field position on their opening drive. They're led by Jack Doda as he takes the field, and probably wouldn't have necessarily wanted to be down 7-0 right away, 29 seconds into the game for his first drive, but we'll see if they can respond. Pirates had a very successful game on the ground against Hawley last week. Ethan Bull ran for over 200 yards. As a team, they ran for nearly 300 yards. And right away, Bull is back there. Tanner Geese in the fullback spot. Jack Doda under center. One receiver split out to his right. Frazee crowding the line. They'll toss it to Bull to the right. He gets to the 40, gets near the sideline, cuts back to the left. Frazee is there, though, to stop him before he could get to the 45. He's tracked down at the 44. We'll call it a gain of about 2. So that'll bring up second down. Short gain there for Bull. Expect a heavy dose of Ethan Bull tonight if the rain continues. Even the fact that it started now, the ball's going to be wet throughout the remainder of at least the first half, if not the game. It's going to make it very tough to throw the football. And it looks like now we have an injured Pirate down on the far sideline. George Widman. He looks like he's in quite a bit of pain now. So we'll take a break as the Pirates are going to go check on him. We'll hopefully get an update for you here coming back in a little bit. 7-0 Frazee, 11-10 to go in the first. You're listening and watching Crookston Pirate Football on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
Helped off the field. That's not a good sign. And I'm guessing as he was blocking, just got an ankle twisted up over there or knee. And see that happen a lot to wide receivers as they're trying to block down the field. So we'll get you an update if we can. But no George Widman for the time being as the senior has to be helped off the field. It'll be 2nd down and 7 here for Crookston after the run of 3 by Ethan Bull. Ball on the 44-yard line. Snap, they'll go up the middle this time to Geese, and that got blown up right away as the Hornets were through the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard at most, and that is going to bring up a 3rd down and a little bit longer than the Pirates want. They want positive gains on 1st and 2nd down. We'll see what they do now on 3rd and 7. Usually a situation where they might roll Dota out here on 3rd and 7. Let him get the option to try and run for it or throw down the field. Again, with the rain falling, that has to be taken into consideration here, though, throughout the game. 10:30 to go in the first. 3 wide receivers. Bull in the backfield. Frazee is showing blitz. There's the snap. They're coming with 5. He drops back, looking downfield. Now he scrambles away and got crushed. The ball is out. Frazee lands on it. And the officials are going to say, was he throwing? Yeah, they're going to call it incomplete. So he just got his arm moving forward as he was hit on the play. So it'll be 4th down. And he was kind of caught up in a big pile. Chris, I know you were trying to take a picture there. I don't know if you had a better view of it. I couldn't tell if the arm was actually moving forward or not, but that is the call. So 4th down and 7. Pirates into punt after a 3 and out. Jake Erickson standing on his own 32. Jake Nagel back to receive the kick for Frazee. He's at his own 30, just back inside of it now. The snap is good. Here's the kick from Erickson, and it's going to go over the head of Nagel inside the 20. It's bouncing to the end zone and is going to get there. And again, he's going with the wind, and that thing was boomed. A 55-yard putt by Erickson. Frazee will take over at their 20 with a 7-0 lead. And last time they touched the ball in that opening drive, 67 yards on one play. Jake Nagel took it to the house. So we'll see if Crookston tightens up the defense here and can get a stop. So early on, Frazee showing they're controlling the line of scrimmage. And neither team necessarily huge on the offensive or defensive line, but both these teams like to fight. They scrap. That is definitely something to keep an eye on throughout the night. So they'll go back under center here. 1 receiver out to the left. Nagel back behind Sonnenberg, the quarterback, who gets everybody down, takes the snap. They'll give it right back to Nagel. He goes to the left side. That time the Pirates stay in their lanes. Short gain for Nagel of about 2. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. So Nagel now 2 carries for 69 yards. And might be important to play with the lead tonight, too, with that rain. And Frazee doing just that, getting the early touchdown. More you can run it and take time off the clock tonight. Try and shorten this game with the rain. I think whoever's ahead is going to want to do that throughout the contest. Back under center, 1 receiver to the right, tight end off to the left. Kind of a wishbone formation. Got a fullback back there as well. Sonnenberg takes the snap. They're going to go Nagel to the left side, cuts back in the middle. Meeting him in the hole was Gavin Luchny, I believe, getting his first start at linebacker tonight. And he makes the tackle there. Short gain of 2 again. It'll be 3rd and 6. So Luchny already making an impact, replacing Leighton Fuentes tonight in the starting lineup. So 3rd down, the Pirates went 3 and out here just recently, and now Frazee with their first 3rd down of the football game. Try and move the sticks off to get to the 30-yard line to do so. Ball on the 24. Sonnenberg coming under center. Nagel in the backfield. 1 receiver out to his right. That is Max Mataka. Now they'll hand it off up the middle, and the Pirates are going to tackle him short of the line to gain. Interesting call on 3rd and 6. It's going to bring about a 4th and a short 3. Decision time for the Hornets backed up at their own 27. We'll see if they decide to go for it or if they're going to send the punt team on. So Nagel on the carry. He's gotten it all 4 times here so far, and right now it looks like the offense is still out there.
Yeah, they haven't. They didn't bat an eye, so they're going to go for it.
So this is.
Or no, there is the punter.
Oh, okay, he must have snuck on, or it's Crabtree. Crabtree was already on the field. So they didn't change any personnel, so he'll punt one away here. 4th and 3. Watch out for the fake. Snap is good. Pirates coming after it. High kick into the wind. Fair caught at the Frazee 46. Nice shot by Antonio Romero, tracking it down and catching that thing. So it's just a 19-yard punt. You're seeing the wind, again, play a big factor. And with the Pirates going with it here in the first, they've already seen a punt go 55 yards. Frazee only able to get that one 19 yards. An excellent field position here for Crookston. This is one you're going to want to take advantage of. The Pirates take over in Frazee territory here after the 3 and out. Short field to work with. Ethan Bull in the backfield. Jack Doda will come up to the line of scrimmage here with 8:07 to go in the first. He'll take the snap. They will hand it off to Bull. He hops over a man, and now he's tackled there. Frazee swarms him. It's a loss of 1 on the play. First man to him there for the Hornets. That was Asher Blaine, so it'll be 2nd and 11, a loss of 1 for Bull. So another negative play there on first down, not getting much push early on are the Pirates. Bring up 2nd and 11. Rain continuing to fall down here, making things interesting here. Pirates huddle up. Now they'll come back to the line. Got to get to the Frazee 36 here to convert. 2nd down, though. Plenty of opportunities. Might be 4th down territory as well. They'll hand it off to Bull again. This time he's got blockers in front. Makes a cut at the 45. Gets to the edge. Breaks a tackle. 40 stays in bounds and gets down near the first down before finally being tackled. And now a late flag comes in as well. 10-yard run for Bull there. It sets up a 3rd and 1 pending. This penalty that I'm guessing is probably on Frazee for a late hit or something. Along that sideline, officials huddling it up to talk it over. And we wait for the official call. Big call here. And we have a personal foul against Frazee, so a late hit. So that'll be 15 yards down the field. Crookston is at the 21 now of the Hornets with a 1st and 10. So that's the 2nd flag on the Hornets early on in this game, and another costly one there, moving Crookston down near the red zone. So it was a nice run by Bull to initially set him up in 3rd and short, but now they don't even have to worry about it because the 15-yard flag puts him down at the Frazee, they'll say 23. I guess they marked him down at the 38 on that last run. So 1st and 10, Dota comes under center. 7:17 to go. Frazee leading this one by a touchdown. Takes the snap, hands it off to Bull. He tries the left side, breaks another tackle, pushing people to the ground, stays on his feet. He's inside the 20, down to the 10, and he's going into the end zone. Ethan Bull just broke about 6 tackles, goes 23 yards for the score, and the Pirates are an extra point away from tying things up here in the first. My goodness, Ethan Bull just refused to go down. The jersey a little slippery with the rain maybe. A lot of strength there from the senior. And he goes all the way down the left side, broke about 5 tackles, a 23-yard touchdown run. Ethan Bull has brought the Pirates back within 1, and they will try the PAT here with Erickson. With 7:06 to go, this would tie the game up here. Erickson from his 10, snap. Spot by Dota. The kick is up, and it is good. So not even 5 minutes into this one. Lots of offense early on. We got ourselves a tie game at 7-7. Now a late flag again here on this play. Well, Frazee already had 1 personal foul against him earlier. Did they just commit another one here on a late hit or something? We'll find out. 7-7, though. The Pirate student section, well, they're dumping baby powder, it looks like. They did that last year, a away game, and yeah, with it being a white, I guess. I don't know. That's one thing to do, but so we're still waiting for the call here from the official on that extra point with the flag. Have not gotten word on what that is, but Ethan Bull now 4 carries, 35 yards on the ground. Add that score from 23 yards out. I would guess we'll get the call here as soon based on where they're going to be kicking off from. The official apparently called this, I guess, yeah, on Frazee. So they'll mark off 5 yards on a running into the kicker. So the Pirates will kick off from their own 45. With the wind, Erickson wants to. He could probably boot this thing right through the end zone for a touchback. So 7-7. Erickson ready to kick away from his own 45. And sends one away. A kick that's going to hop. Oh, hit the returner, Brady Crabtree. Comes up across 15-20. He's got a hole now, bursting through with speed across the 25, just shy of the 30. They'll mark him at the 28. So another decent return there for Frazee. And they take over with 6:58 to go. Offensively for the Hornets so far, 4 plays, all runs to Jake Nagel. He had the 67-yard touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. He's got 4 carries for 74 yards in the game so far. The next time they touched the ball, they went 3 and outs. This is already the 3rd time Frazee has possessed the football here in this opening quarter. Mark it at the 29. And here we go. Back under center is Sonnenberg. Have not seen him run or throw yet in the game. He gets everyone set, takes the snap. They go to the fullback this time up the middle. That's Moe, and Moe's going to get 3-4 yards. Tyler Moe with his first carry of the football game. So that sets up a second down and about 6 yards here for Frazee. Positive gain on first down. Rain continuing to drop down. You can see with that chill in the air, too. It's a cool Friday night, the way it should be here for high school football. Second down and 6, a 4-yard run there for Moe. Back under center, Sonnenberg takes the snap. They go right back up the gut again to Moe, and the Pirates were all over it that time, driving him down. Might have even lost a yard on the play. Ethan Bull was in there. Let's see, who's the other Pirate getting up there for Crookston? And I believe that was Clay Hansen. So Clay Hansen drives him back for a loss of 1, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 7. Frazee in jeopardy of going 3 and out once again after that explosive first play to get this one started. See if they drop back, go to the air as we go under 6 minutes to go in the first. Sonnenberg under center. Takes the snap. Pirates blitzing up the middle. Ball is loose. Geese knocked him down. It's picked up running to the end zone and going for a scoop and score for the Pirates. That is Hunter Knutson, and Crookston takes the lead. Tanner Geese was shot out of a rocket into the backfield. And how about that? Hunter Knutson picked it up and went the rest of the way. We'll call it a 20-yard return on the fumble, a scoop and score. And Crookston lead it 13-7. Unbelievable. What a start to this football game. Points everywhere. 5:39 to go here in the first. So Tanner Geese with the hit. He'll get credit for a tackle for a loss. He also forced the fumble. Hunter Knutson picked it up, ran it all the way. Erickson now to try the PAT. Hold is down. His kick is up through the rain, and it is good. So 14-7. Crookston with the lead here in the first. And a lot of stuff to keep track of. So what an unbelievable start to this game. It's had a little bit of everything. If you like offense, you like points, well, this is the game for you. Crookston defensively continuing to play strong. Outside of that first play of the game, they have been incredible here. The first couple times on the field. And once again, showcasing just that, a defensive touchdown this time as well to go along with it. Would love to call that a sack, but can't because, I mean, he didn't even hardly get the snap off, and Geese was through the line and tackled him, and he lost the ball. So it's just a tackle for the loss. We do have the Happy Joe sack attack going again here tonight. So once we get a sack, we will let you know. And Chris?
You want to tell Bo to drop the batteries out the door?
Okay. Bo, he's listening. He's got you. And I'll get Chris back down there here again. It's a lot to deal with here with the elements tonight. So here's the kick from the 40. Boom, from Erickson right to left. Nagel back there, and they're going to let it go into the end zone. A touchback there for Erickson, kicking it with the wind, just driving it down the field. So Frazee will take over at the 20-yard line. So 1 turnover so far now. 3 possessions. They go 67 yards on 1 play. They score a touchdown. Then they go 3 and out, and then on 3rd down the next time they possess the ball, Tanner Geese comes through, forces a fumble on a huge hit, and Hunter Knutson picks it up and runs it in. 20-yard scamper on a scoop and score. 14-7 Crookston. Frazee taking over for the 4th time here in this opening quarter. And Sonnenberg coming on to the field here after getting the play call. Huddles the team up. So they'll come to the line. Frazee now in a hole after the early lead in this game. He'll go under center. Wishbone formation. Nagel is the back. Mataka is the wide receiver to the right. They hand it off to Nagel. He'll get tackled by a couple of Pirates out to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 on 1st down for Jake Nagel. Already 5 carries for him, 79 yards on the ground, and of course the 1 score.
Okay, we got fresh batteries in the mic. It's working again.
I was wondering what happened to you down there.
It went from 2 bars to 0, just like my old cell phone used to.
Life comes at you fast, I guess.
It does.
My goodness.
Cheap batteries, it must have been.
You've missed a lot, Chris. I don't know what you've been able to see.
I was able to hear everything and see most of it.
Yeah, what a start to this game as Sonnenberg's under center again. 2nd and 5, takes a snap, toss play to the right. That's dangerous with the weather, but Nagel's trying to get to the edge, and a great tackle out on the edge there by Ethan Bowman. Wraps him up just like they teach you to in open space. It's a short gain for Nagel and a third down coming. So 2 yards on the run, 3rd and 3.
Great tackle there by Bowman. He came over, read it perfectly, and was in the position he was supposed to be in, making a nice play.
So far, Frazee's kept it on the ground today with 9 rushes for 79 yards. 3rd down and 3. They've yet to convert a 3rd down so far. Sonnenberg under center, 1 man in the backfield, a fullback as well, 1 receiver out to left. There's the snap. They're going to throw for the first time. Back to throw, looking for the tight end, double covered, and it's intercepted by Ethan Bowman, but there is a flag, and this very well could be pass interference on the Pirates.
Well, the Pirate, the guilty Pirate there was bumping him a little bit. It was tough for me to see. I was looking through a camera lens, but that might have been a...
Well, Jack Doda, I know, was there. Bowman was there. It takes away what would have been a huge turnover and gives Frazee a first down.
Coach Labarski asking for an explanation.
It's the first penalty of the game on Crookston. It's a big one. They'll mark off 15 yards. That'll put them, I believe, just outside or just across their own 40-yard line. No, just a 10-yard one, I guess. So they'll be at the 37, 1st and 10.
I saw one of the officials say that he made a motion of grabbing, so he must have grabbed the jersey.
Either way, it's a first down for Frazee. They catch maybe a break, if you want to call it that, as the Pirates are guilty of a defensive penalty there. And 1st and 10, Sonnenberg under center. We'll see if that discourages them to go to the air. No, they go right back to the air, looking over the middle, and this time it is intercepted. There's not going to be a flag on this one. Antonio Romero across midfield, 40, drugged down around the Frazee 37. And, well, on back-to-back plays, interceptions, this time it's going to stand, though.
Well, I'm not an offensive coordinator, but I play one on Madden, and I would, after throwing an interception, I don't know if you throw another one, especially after it was so underthrown. Once again, that was severely underthrown, and the Pirates get, well, their 3rd turnover of the game, 2nd that counts.
Yeah, just running around, flying around, creating havoc. What a start for this Pirates defense, carrying over from the success they had last week at Hawley.
You get smashed in the mouth on that first offensive play of the game, and then after that, the Pirates have come back very nicely, so you like to see that.
I'll see what they do here. Doda under center. I would guess they'll keep it on the ground. They'll do a little sweep here. Carter Coette, the tight end. He's tripped up, almost had the edge. A great tackle there by Tyler Moe. And instead of a potential big play, it's a gain of nothing as the tight end Carter Coette. He's in the stat sheet with the carry now.
Well, we have a lot of wrestlers on both sides here. Frazee, of course, a perennial wrestling power, and the Pirates, they've been a wrestling power as well here, especially the last few years. And a lot of guys making nice open field tackles. And if you've noticed, Wyatt, and if there's any kids listening at home or wherever you are or watching on the stream, where did they make the last 2 tackles?
Yeah, exactly.
Right around the ankles.
Exactly. That's where you go. Doing a nice job in open space. Both teams are right now tackling 2nd down and 9. They gave Coette a gain of 1 on that run. This time they'll go up the middle with Geese, and he's wrapped up and thrown down right away as well. So Frazee making a stand here defensively after the turnover. 3rd down and about 10. They're going to move him back a yard.
One thing we've noticed here for both teams, running up the middle, right up the gut, it hasn't been very successful for either team.
So 3rd and long after seeing Frazee throw an interception with the weather. Chris, do you give Doda a chance to throw one here, or what do you think?
No.
Yeah, I say as much as we trust him,
but
it's
3rd and 11. You might have to, though. It's one of those things. Do you want to? No, but do you have to? Probably.
They are going to play action. He rolls to the right. He's looking for Steiner. He's just going to run it. He's across the 40, cuts back at the 35 near the sidelines, ran out of bounds before he could get the first down, but he got a good gain. They may be able to go for this now as he's marked out at the 30.
I like the play call. You get Jack, who's pretty speedy as he showed there, and he did the one thing that a lot of players the first time they carry the ball maybe forget is you have to take those short, choppy steps when you're trying to cut, and he was able to do that and got pushed out of bounds about, 4.5, we'll call it a long 4 yards away from the first down. So they're in 4-down territory here at the 30-yard line.
And they're going to go for it. They got the offense on the field, gain of 7 by Doda. 2:29 to go in the first. Crookston in front, 14-7, and looking for more. Big fourth down right here. Dota under center, one receiver right, one to the left. Bull in the backfield. The snap, they'll hand it off. Bull, and he lost the ball, I think. Even if he didn't, it's not going to be a first down. There were 3 Hornets in the backfield as soon as he took the snap, and that's a turnover on downs.
And I don't think Ethan ever had the ball in his hands. It went right through, and that you're seeing. I think it was sort of a reach out. The handoff wasn't in the gut like you like to see, and the Pirates are going to have to do a better job of that. Jack's going to have to just basically shove it into his gut, and Ethan's tough enough. He can handle it.
Well, so Frazee takes over. Both teams here early on. I mean, we've seen some explosive plays. As of late, though, defense starting to make itself known. And that's kind of been the storyline here the last couple times out. See if Frazee now with a decent field position at their own 34. Oh, well, they're going to get some help from Crookston who jump across. So that'll be another flag on the Pirates, and it's a free 5 yards for the Hornets.
Hasn't rained in 3 months, and then...
Right?
Well, it's better late than never, but so we're getting, it's a continuous rain. I wouldn't say heavy rain by any means, but that wind is making it feel a little worse and a little cooler as well. The players don't mind it, other than the ones that have to handle the ball. But the linemen, they don't mind it at all. Nice and cool, perfect weather for players.
So 1st and 5 as the rain continues to fall down. Crookston in front here by 7. Frazee looking for an equalizing drive here. Sonnenberg under center, takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Nagel to the left side. Big hole, and he's going to get, I think they'll mark him for a first down. He was tripped up right by the line, and they will move the sticks, a gain of 5 there for Nagel. So 7th carry there for the senior. He's got 86 yards on the ground now, leading all rushers so far in this one.
That's a first down on the carry.
3rd first down of the football game for Frazee offensively. Crookston has 2.
Yeah, we've got just over 2 minutes left here in the first quarter of play. Already 3 touchdowns. And, one-on-one play for Frazee. There hasn't been a lot of offensive drives.
Here's the snap. Pirates coming up the gut. They get the handoff off to Nagel. He trips his way out across the 50. Making the tackle was Ethan Bowman. Got just enough of him to bring him down. It's a gain of 8. So Nagel starting to get going once again.
The thing that's impressive from Frazee when they're going to basically that's just a quick hitter. As soon as they get the snap, the running back's already going forward, gets the handoff, and has a big head of steam when he hits the line of scrimmage. And Frazee able to open up just enough of a hole. You don't need a big hole when you're hitting the hole that hard. And they've done a nice job of that so far.
They're going to give Nagel a quick break on this play. So Crabtree is the running back, Mo the fullback. 2nd down and about 1. Snap, they will give it to Crabtree, runs into his offensive line, bounces it off to left, gets the first down. As Antonio Romero is in there for a tackle, a couple other Pirates, but it's across the Pirates 45 at the 44, and that moves the sticks.
Well, this is the best drive so far by either team, and Frazee just getting big chunks of yardage every time they're running the ball, and they don't really go up the middle anymore. They're going to far right or far left, not a sweep, but maybe off the right tackles.
For Crabtree, that was his first rush of the night. He's the 4th different Hornet to carry the ball in this opening quarter. Back under center is Sonnenberg. Gets his team set, takes the snap. They'll go to the right side with Crabtree, and he bursts ahead across the 40. Tackled by Bowman once again. He's to the 39, a gain of 5. Another nice chunk, Chris, there on first down.
Yeah, Bowman's making tackles, and we don't want Ethan making all these tackles. It's when your defensive backs are making the tackles, that's not a good thing. So hopefully they can figure it out. And right now they're talking to Carter Coette, and he's making the motion slide in. And he was looking over at the coaching staff, so they might try to tighten the gaps a little bit.
See if Frazee realizes that and tries to bust one outside on this 2nd and 5. Nagel is back in there, and through the hole again is Tanner Geese, and dropped on the play is Sonnenberg, a loss of about 3. He was going to hand that off there to Nagel. So it'll be a loss of 3. Another tackle for the loss. Geese, he's killing it right now.
Well, he was blitzing on that one, and Frazee so far has not gone on a second hard count at all, or even they're going on the first sound. So Tanner is able to read that, and luckily they didn't switch it up that time, and he got right through. And nice play there by Tanner.
Good way to end the first quarter. After 1, it's Pirates 14, Hornets 7. We'll take a break. It'll be a 3rd and 9 coming up next. You're listening and watching Crookston Pirate Football on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
And we're back here in Crookston after one quarter of play. It's Crookston 14, Frazee 7 in this Section 8 AA matchup. A lot on the line. Both these teams trying to get a home playoff game down the road, and this could definitely determine which team does and maybe which team doesn't. 3rd and 9 coming up for Frazee. They're on the Pirates' 43, call it 42-yard line. They got to get to Crookston's 33 to convert. Sonnenberg, the sophomore QB, under center. Frazee comes set. They're blitzing again up the middle. This time they don't get to him. He's back to pass, looking for his tight end, and overthrows everyone. Incomplete. So Sonnenberg just has not looked comfortable every time he drops back to pass. Give credit again to the Pirates D-line, though, for putting pressure on him.
Yeah, that time it was all Pirate defense. I think he took 2 steps back, and by that time he had to start backpedaling because the Pirates got through so quick. So again, the Pirate defense coming up with big plays, sort of a bend but not break defensive series that time.
And they are willing to punt here. They're going with the wind. They're going to try and ping Crookston in. Antonio Romero back to receive the punt. Crabtree's got the snap, punts it away just across the 50. Romero's going to field this at the 10, a fair catch. And Crookston will be backed up. A great punt there of 33 yards. And Crookston will have to go 90 yards down the field here.
And that's one, I know every coach has maybe a little bit of a different philosophy, but usually the rule of thumb is if it's inside the 15, just let it go. But that one looked like it was more high than far, so yeah. I think it was a good job by Antonio to field that one.
You just never know for sure where the ball is going to bounce to, and at the 10-yard line, it's a lot better than taking a chance being stuck inside your 5. So.
And with the rain and what we've seen so far, I think that was good. You don't want it at the 1.
So Ethan Bull back in the backfield with Tanner Geese. Jack Dota coming up to the line. Now they move Geese out into a tight end roll from their 10. 11:47 second. They're going to sweep it to Tanner Geese. He's got through the hole, and Jake Nagel makes the tackle across the 15 at the 16. It's a nice gain there for Tanner Geese. We'll give him 6.
The player coaching staff, I don't know if you heard that. Don't know if at the play cut or not, but they were yelling to the line saying, get ready, because they could see that the blitz was coming, and they were able to pick it up, and a nice job by Tanner hitting the hole hard and getting some good yards.
Crookston would love a nice long drive here with the lead, melt a lot of this clock down before halftime, go down and score. They get the ball to begin the second half, so we'll see if they can execute a nice drive down the field here. 2nd and 4, it's off to a good start. Dota under center. They got 7 in the box, do the Hornets. They look like they're coming, and they do. It's a handoff to Bull to left. He shakes off a tackle. 15 cuts out to the outside, but runs right into a defender. It's like the corner over there for Frazee knew he was going to try and go outside. He's back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down.
And if he doesn't make the tackle, I think there was 3 or 4 green jerseys of Frazee waiting to make the tackle as well. So they had that one sniffed out pretty good.
I feel like that's what you got to do, too, with Bull. You got to try and keep him contained inside, because as soon as he gets to the edge, as we saw in his first touchdown run, he's gone.
You get him head of steam going, and Ethan is tough, and you're not going to bring him down once he gets going. He's like a locomotive. Once it gets going, it takes a while to get him.
Is that his new nickname?
Yeah, let's do it.
The locomotive in the backfield here. Here we go. Shotgun snap here. This is interesting. That's Tegan Labinzi. No, it is Dota. He'll play action. He's got his tight end, gets rid of it. It's Coet with the catch at the 15, first down at the 20, 25, a blocker in front, and he bangs his way across the 30, near the 34. Good blocking downfield by George Whitman. A big gain, and the Pirates move the sticks.
Well, good to see George back in there, and boy, did he make a fantastic block there. He held up his guy and that was a great job. That's a picture-perfect blocking by a receiver downfield.
And like you said, good to see him back out there. It looked pretty ugly when he went out, but he is back. And Carter Coet, another reception. He is the leading receiver this year for the Pirates. It's a gain of 18, so that's what you love to see.
And they had that set up perfectly, too. I don't know if Carter was going to be the number one receiver that he was looking for, but that's all he could do as the ball sort of bobbled in the hands of Jack Dota, and he was still able to get the pass.
He'll toss one here to Bull to left. Blocker out front tries to cut it back to the right, and that was a mistake. Frazee all over him there. That's going to be a huge loss, about 5 or 6. And Chris, that's one there where he maybe just needs to take a yard or two, try and get back instead of make the big play.
Yeah, that's one of those. I think when he made the cut, he had no idea that guy was coming from the right. So they had him from the left, or Ethan's right. They had him from the left, the right, and he was brought down for a big loss there. And not a good start to this first down series on this drive.
Yeah, so now 2nd down and long. This is a great chance if you're Frazee to try and get off the field here. You got him backed up on 2nd down. 2 receivers, 1 on each side. Dota takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Maybe a yard or 2 for Geese that time. Like you said, Chris, the defense have done a good job blocking up the middle anytime the teams try to run straight up the gut.
Yeah, both sides, we're seeing the interior defensive linemen do a great job, and obviously that's usually where you have most of your size as well, but I'm trying to, my program here is if there's anything left of it.
I was going to say, as soon as you pull it out, it's going to be destroyed.
And that was Weston Mickelson. He's 5'10", 195 pounds, a junior, but he's able to keep his body nice and low and just blow up almost every play that goes up the middle.
3rd and long. Maybe Crookston will try and set up a screen, maybe just keep it on the ground. 3rd and 14. Bull is in the backfield. Dota under center, man in motion. That is Widman, and he fumbled the snap. I think he got it back, but is tackled immediately. So be no gain on the play there for Jack Dota, and the punt team is going to head on to the field.
Well, that wasn't exactly what the Pirates were looking for. You get that, especially with the rain now, and then you have the wind in your face. You get that big loss on the 1st down, and the rest is pretty tough, just like a penalty.
Well, now going into the wind, we saw this with Frazee the first time they tried to punt. It doesn't go very far. So Erickson, try to keep this one low, a line drive, and do what you can here.
See if we even see maybe a rugby style.
High snap, he got it. They don't come after it. Low punt, and Nagel, he's not even going to bother trying to get it. I don't know why. It bounces at the 45, down inside the 35 to the 32, so that's a punt of about 38 yards. Job well done by Jake Erickson yet again.
That is a fantastic punt into the wind. The snap was not a good one. It was a slow, almost like a slow pitch softball pitch back to him. And so Erickson, he's been doing a great job kicking all season long, but today this is his best game so far.
Wonder if the coaching staff told Nagel there to just stay away from it with the rain, because he had no interest going after that ball whatsoever, and it cost him about 10 yards.
Yeah, I think he might have saw some of the Pirates running down, but all he had to do is take a step or two to his left.
Yeah, and fair catch it, and he saved some yardage. So instead, they're at the 33, 1st and 10, 7:47 until halftime. Snap, quarterback option. They give it to Mo. He's trying to get the edge, breaks a tackle, 35, out to the 40. Run down there, just shy of the 1st down. And that is a gain of about 9 yards there for Mo. It'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Well, they did a nice job. They had I'm not sure if it was a pulling guard or who it was in front of them, but they had a lead blocker, and that was able to get him probably 3-4 extra yards because he took out one tackler for the Pirates. And I like to see that when you have somebody pulling, coming over and make that play.
Good decision by Sonnenberg to give there on the quarterback option. They got to the edge, 9 yards, and now 2nd and short. Entire playbook is open here as we approach 7 minutes. Offensive line gets set. Another quarterback read up the gut. 1st down for Mo across the 45 before Clay Hansen brings him down at the 47. It's a gain of 5.
I love when offenses have the quarterback do a lot of the reading, whether it's option or just the handoffs there, or if he fakes the handoff, drops back to pass. And obviously you have to have a veteran and a quarterback that you trust, and it looks like that's the case here with Frazee.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, they threw a pick, and then they throw again the very next play after it got called back. They got a lot of trust in Sonnenberg there taking the snaps. 1st and 10 ball on their own 47. Crookston took up a few minutes with their last drive, but Frazee now trying to do the same. 6:30 until half, trying to establish a drive down the field. They send a man in motion. That's Crabtree. They're going to give it to him on a sweep. He's got a blocker in front. 50-45. Look at this with the speed down the sideline. Makes a man miss. It's a foot race, and it's a foot race that he is going to win. Crabtree is all the way into the end zone. It's a run of 53 yards, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
It's a little ways away, but I don't know how far it was into the end zone, but Ethan Bowman might have got away with a late hit there.
Yeah, he made sure to get him down. It was just well after he had crossed the goal line. So we've seen that from Frazee, Chris. They're explosive. 2 long touchdowns in this game now, and they're both when they get to the outside.
A reoccurring theme with both teams. You get to the outside and you get things going. We see Tegan Lubinsky warming up on the sidelines, throwing the ball back and forth. So I don't know if we should expect to see him in maybe, but he is holding the hand and warming up that arm as he's going down the sideline.
Crabtree just ran that touchdown, and he's got to compose himself now and try and tie the game with the extra point. Snap, spot good. His kick is up, and he gets the job done. So with 6:15 to go until half, we're tied at 14 apiece. Pirates about to get the football back.
Well, a game like we expected. We figured it would be a good one, and so far it has been. And again, Crabtree with outstanding speed. I mean, he's lightning quick down the sidelines and pretty impressive run. And then, as you said, he comes back, has to gather his breath, and he's in much better shape than I am, that's for sure. And he's able to settle down enough to be able to kick that right through the uprights. So he's got a nice leg, too.
So 14-14. Nagel is rammed for 94 yards. Crabtree now 61. They each have 1 long rush. So the offense starting to break through here for Frazee, looking pretty good with those 2 long runs. Crookston on the flip side have the 1 run from Bull, but they only have 3 first downs offensively. So they've been a little stagnant at times. See if they can't put a drive together, retake the lead going into halftime here.
In the rain, it's more of we'll call it a mist right now, but everything is wet, so that'll still be a factor.
Factor on the kickoffs. It's a factor when you're trying to run your plays, staying on your feet.
And that wind, I know earlier today it was 20 to 30 miles an hour. I'd say that's a pretty safe bet of where it's at right now.
So from his own 40, Sonnenberg is going to kick away. Bull and Romero back to receive the kick at their 10 with the wind here. We've seen Erickson get a touchback. Sonnenberg boots a high kick here. Kowet, he fielded one already, takes it at the 30. He's going to fake a sweep to Geese. A little misdirection. He's got blockers in front. He gets to the 25, 30 to the outside, and is run down there at the 37. So a little trickery there for Crookston and gets him a few extra yards.
Well, just a little there comes a flag late.
Well, and I know what it's going to be. Ethan Bowman hit a guy late again, and it was unnecessary. So that's going to back him up 15 more yards now.
And the problem, one thing that these players don't understand is once you get a late hit, they're going to know about it.
Yep.
And so Ethan's got to be better composed because that's not his first one.
They could have called it a blindside hit, too.
Yep.
I mean, there was a couple they probably could have used there.
They're giving Crookston.
Oh, maybe they called on Frazee. Oh, so they got a face mask, I guess.
Okay.
That is not what I saw, but they're going to move him up near midfield.
I saw what you saw, too, so. But Ethan's got to be careful. You can't be doing that.
No. So face mask is going to move them to their own 49. Excellent field position under center. Taking the snap here is Doda, and he'll hand it off to Bull. Cuts back to the right, breaks a tackle, gets near the 45 of the Hornets. A gain of 5 for Ethan Bull on first down. Nice little chunk play there.
Well, much better first play of the series than that one where they had a loss of about 7 or 8, but the line doing a much better job that time as well.
So we go under 6 minutes to play here now in the half. Crookston not in any hurry. They're not going to change their identity. They want to run the football, take time, move the ball methodically down the field, and when they get their chance, they've seen they can break one as well. Doda under center. Bull in the backfield, takes snap, the hand off to Geese, but blowing it up there were the Hornets right away into the backfield. A tackle for the loss there by Zachary Longfors. Geese will lose 2 on the play, and now it's 3rd and long just like that. So not a play you wanted on 2nd down. Geese has now carried the ball 5 times in this game. And that is for just 2 yards because he's had a couple that he's gone backwards on. So 3rd down and 7. They got to get to the 41 of the Hornets to convert, 4:53 to go. Each team with all their timeouts remaining in this half. That is one thing to keep in mind here as we work our way down towards halftime. Dota takes the snap. He'll play action, rolling out, looking for a receiver, and now he throws it at the last second to Coet. He catches it at the 40, 35, 30, stays in bounds on the sideline, down inside the 20, and it's a gain of 28 on the play.
They'll mark it at the 19, it looks like.
Carter Coet, 2 catches now, 46 yards, and the Pirates are in the red zone.
And what a play by Jack Dota. He looked like I thought he was going to be running. And all of a sudden, he saw a defender coming up. He saw Carter right in front of him, and just a little push pass, and got it over the defender. And Carter with a nice juke step down the sideline as well to make it a defender miss and get some big yards.
Tiptoed down the sidelines. Ball at the 19. Here's the snap. Bull with the handoff. Cuts it back to the right. He's going to the corner. He's got it, and he's got the touchdown. Great vision by Ethan Bull, and the Pirates retake the lead with 4:06 to go until halftime.
There's an answer. What two big plays by the Pirates. Bull, there's nothing to his left, so he did a little juke step back to the right, saw a big hole on the right side, and went in, I think it was pretty much untouched.
Yeah, I don't think he ever got touched. Nice juke step back to the right. His second rushing touchdown of the game. He's carried the ball 9 times for 51 yards now. And the Pirates will try the extra point to go in front 21-14 here. Dota will hold. Erickson lining up the kick right now. Great answer by the Pirates. Snap down, spot. The kick is up. Ooh, I think he hooked it to the left, and he did. So they leave one out there, but they take the lead back at 20-14 with 4:06 to go.
Yeah, the ball disappeared on that left side, and when the ball disappears from my vantage point, you know it's not good. So, good drive again by the Pirates to regain the lead. Good answer with 4:06 remaining. So now we're going to see if Frazee has an answer possibly. And this has been a fun ball game.
A little bit of everything, lots of points. The defense have made some big plays at times. The offense have had some explosive plays. And a lot on the line for these two Section 8 AA teams. A win could mean an awful lot down the road here as we get ready for the section tournament in about a month from now. So the Pirates will kick off left to right across your radio dial. Ethan Bull again with his second touchdown of the day. Erickson will tee it up at his 40. Nagel along with Crabtree will be back to receive the kick as usual.
I was just told by one of the members of the chain gang, Jeremy Labarski, whose son is Tegan, one of his sons. And he said that Jaron Bailey had a heck of a block on that cutback. That's why there was that big hole on the right side. So
love to see that from the senior, Jaron Bailey, one of the leaders on this team. And a kick into the wind here, and it does drive down straight to Crabtree. He's across the 15-20, getting to the right edge. He's got a big hole. Look at him go again. He's across the 40, 50, into Pirates territory before being run down there by the kicker Erickson at the Pirates 40. I didn't realize how quick he was, Chris. My goodness.
Neither did the Pirates, obviously. He got down the sideline and just took off like he was shot out of a cannon, and big return. So
he fielded it just across the 10, so we'll give him almost a 50-yard return. We'll call it 48 yards. He's at the Pirates 40. Short field here for Frazee with 3:59 to go until half.
Well, that's what you like to see from your returner, too. As soon as you get the ball, you just take off. Don't dance around. Just the faster you go forward, the better return you're going to have.
Shotgun here. Sonnenberg, little quarterback read. Moe once again up the gut across the 40. Pirates meet him there at about the 38-yard line, 37, and it's a gain of about 4 on first down.
Well, interesting to see the shotgun formation there. Well, it's starting to, the rain picking up again. And what'd they get? 2-3 yards, so that's not bad. Crookston, back when Eric Schmidt, who now coaches for Washington. And it's fun seeing him on national television on ABC getting a big win. But he ran shotgun all the time. There's a lot of people saying, well, when it's short, you know, when it's rainy like this, why don't you? He goes, because that's all we work on.
Yeah. Why change it up? Yep. Snap. They're going to let him throw here. He looks to the right, fires it, almost intercepted off the hands of Ethan Bowman. He was looking for Crabtree, and it's just an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 7 upcoming.
That one looked like it might have just slipped out of the hands of the quarterback. And again, the Pirates almost had another turnover.
You're going to have a tough time throwing the ball down the field here tonight with the rain. We've seen Dota throw a couple of short ones, and there's been a lot of run after the catch, but Sonnenberg now 0 for 3 through the air so far. It might be a passing situation here. They go back under center on 3rd and 7. Pirates crowding the line, and Frazee wants to take a timeout, talk things over. They didn't like what they saw.
Now I remember why I don't wear glasses. Usually I wear my contacts instead.
We'll take a 30-second break here, and when we come back, a big 3rd and 7 upcoming. You're listening and watching Crookston Pirate Football on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
14 Pirates lead, trying to get to 2-2 on the year. Frazee Hornets trying to have something to say about that. Rain's still falling pretty hard, huh, Chris?
Yeah, it's tough to tell how hard it is actually falling because that wind is blowing it around, so it's hitting you a little harder. But I would say we'll call it a light rain right now, but a steady rain, that's for sure.
And that is only going to make it more challenging as the night goes on. Even if the rain stops, the damage is done with the wet field conditions, the football being wet, so that's going to be a factor all the way through regardless.
Yeah, the field holding up pretty well so far.
Sonnenberg under center, 3rd and 7. He'll take the snap. They're going to hand it off to Nagel. Makes one-man miss up through the middle, breaks away, and is going to have the first down. Boy, the Pirates had a couple chances to bring him down, and instead Nagel gets a first down, and now we're going to have a late hit here on Frazee, I think. Well, and again, Ethan Bowman is in the middle of it. I don't know if they're just getting Frazee retaliating at this point, but
I think there might be some a little history on the wrestling mat too, maybe.
Definitely could be. It's funny because Frazee's head coach, Russ Hackle, mentioned that is how these kids wrestle against each other. It is a late hit, a personal foul, and it is against Frazee. So they'll get the first down. It's a dead ball foul, but they'll back them up now, or at least that's what they should do. But I don't know yet for sure what they're going to do because it was well after the play was over.
Of course, Nagel, a very familiar wrestling name. It's been some great wrestlers from the Nagel family, great coaches as well.
Well, he's having a pretty good game here. He just crossed the century mark, so he's up to 106 yards. They are going to give him the first down, but now they back him up. So it's really like he didn't gain anything. They actually lost 4 yards on the play, but they get a new set of downs. So after all that,
man, they get to add some yards to whoever carries or receives the ball. Maybe that's what they're trying to do, pad the stats.
Padding the stats in the rain out here. 3:07 to go still until halftime. Clock should start running here. 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's the snap. Sonnenberg, straight pass up the middle. It's through the hands of the receiver, intercepted. Running back the other way for the Pirates is George Widman. And Widman with the second interception of the game for the Pirates defense, and they'll take over on downs. I think Frazee should probably stop throwing.
Well, I was surprised when they went to those 2 passes in a row. Both of them were intercepted. They're still going to the pass, and I just, in this weather right now, I don't know why, especially when you have 3 minutes left. You don't want to turn it over or have the clock stop. You want to wind down if you can punch one in, but the Pirates will take advantage of the opportunity, and hopefully they can punch one in here and take a 2-score lead.
Ball on their own 43, 2:58 to go. They got all their timeouts. They forced 3 Frazee turnovers here in this opening half. Technically 4, but 3 that counted. Hand off to Bull, right side, makes a miss. Oh, he lost the ball now. I think he got it back. Oh, that was almost a disaster. But he does fall back on top of it. It ends up being a gain of nothing because the ball went backwards, so 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
I don't think Ethan got on it. I think it might have been one of the linemen for the Pirates jumping on top, and that would have been, I believe, Jesse Sanchez Jr. I believe. I didn't see it for sure, but
either way, it saves a costly mistake for Crookston. Clock continues to roll. 2nd and 10. See if they go back to Bull here. He's carried it 10 times now. Doda Under center, takes the snap, and they do hand it off to Bull, looking for somewhere to run now. Patiently cuts through the middle. Out near midfield, a gain of 5 for Ethan Bull. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, Ethan, where he was wanting to go was different from where the big hole was. So I think he sort of danced a couple steps in the backfield and then saw that opening on the right side and tried to hit it and got the 5 yards.
We go under 2 minutes. Frazee has 2 timeouts left, but they're not, anxious to try and help Crookston out here. And the Pirates, on the same side of things, they don't want to necessarily call a timeout and then find themselves punting the ball. So they're happy to let the clock run for the time being. 3rd and 5. Dota under center. 2 receivers out. 1 left, 1 right. Takes the snap. They're coming through the middle. They get it to Bull. He cuts back up the middle. 50, 45, 40. Makes a man miss, and he's gone. Ethan Bull, 20, 10. Touchdown, Crookston, a hat trick for Ethan Bull. The locomotive does it again.
Well, that time somebody tried to arm tackle him, and just Ethan, it was almost like it was a fly. He just brushed him right off and ran in, and another impressive run and a nice cut by Bull to find that opening and go in.
52-yard touchdown run. He's got runs of 23, 18, and 52, all for scores. Pirates, after missing the last extra point, might try to get that point back, go for the 2-point conversion here. 26-14, they are in front. 1:27 until half. Here comes the 2-point try. 2 receivers, Bull back in the backfield. Geese is the fullback. Dota takes the snap. They'll give it to Bull again, follows his fullback Geese. That time, though, Frazee, they stopped him. He's still on his feet. And now they get him short. Man, he just does not go down. They do stop him, so the run fails. 26-14, Crookston in front.
Oh, big run. There's a big a crack of the pads there when the original attempted tackle was made to stop Bull, but then he kept those legs moving. That's what you want from your back, especially in a goal line situation. He bounced right off, went to the left, and almost got in.
So each team with 1 rusher now over 100 yards. Bull at 108 on 12 carries, 3 scores. Nagel on the other side has carried the ball 9 times for 106 and a score. And Frazee, Chris, they're outgaining Crookston in this game. The biggest difference right now, 3 turnovers.
Well, when I said the teams are going to have to hold on to the ball, I didn't think it was going to be interceptions that were going to be the difference on the turnovers, but that's what it's been so far. And at some point, I wonder if Frazee is going to say, maybe we shouldn't pass anymore.
The Pirates.
Hopefully they don't, though.
Pirates have gone, exactly. Pirates have gotten 150 yards today offensively, roughly. Frazee's around 180, so they have outgained them. But
a lot of those are 2 big runs, too.
Yeah, exactly. They've been really bottled up besides the 2 touchdown runs. Crookston, we should mention, they've thrown for about 50 yards as well, though, so they have been able to implement the pass a little bit.
2 short little
catch and runs.
Yep, not shovel passes, but more of just a little flip or pop pass.
Erickson kicks off left to right, comes to the right side. It bounces. Frazee, they got to get to it, and Nagel, nice play on his part. So he slid out of bounds and then touched the ball. If any part of you is touching out of bounds and you touch the ball on a kickoff, it counts as a kickoff out of bounds. That was a smart play on Nagel's part.
That is a guy that knows the rules. A very high IQ on the football IQ anyway. As you said, he couldn't have done that any better than he did.
So they'll move him up to the 35 here. With 1:27 to go, they have 2 timeouts to work with. I guess technically, what do you call that, a 15-yard flag against Crookston? Or?
Yep, that would be a kicking out of bounds, 15-yard penalty.
So that gives them 3 for 30 against them in the first half. Frazee has 4. They've committed 4 penalties for 45 yards.
And they are going to make them, or they're going to take the 15 yards. You do have the choice of having them kick it again or take the ball 15 yards downfield. And most of the time you'll take it 15 yards downfield unless there's a hellacious wind. But Erickson, he's a great kicker, so you're not going to have him kick it again.
I can't say I blame him for doing that. Now they got to do a little 2-minute offense here. Trailing by 2 scores. Shotgun, Sonnenberg takes the snap. They're coming up the middle. Look out. He gets rid of it. Hit as he throws incomplete. There was traffic again as the Pirates got to him, and the man there to hit him was Hunter Knutson.
Boy, Hunter, great play. He came through, and he made the tackle right around the belly of the quarterback. Gave him a good hit there, and the pass went fluttering away. But nice job by Hunter Knutson, who's the nose guard. He got right through.
You know, he was the one that picked up that scoop and score earlier, having a solid day. I mean, everybody contributing here for Crookston once again on the defensive side of the ball. spread here, 4 receivers. Sonnenberg, shotgun snap is good. They'll run that quarterback option, give it to Mo to the right side. He's got blockers in front, 40, 45. Trapped up there at the 46, first down. That'll move the chains.
The patience by Mo was impressive. He just didn't really hit the accelerator button or accelerator until he saw that opening. All of a sudden just made a little cut and then boom, took off, and very patient, waiting for that blocker to see where that big hole was going to open up.
Mo did not carry the ball in the first quarter. He has 6 carries here in the second quarter for 30 yards. They've really started to use him a lot more as of late. First and 10 at the 45.
Just under a minute remaining in the first half.
They were in no hurry either as they huddled up. Clock continues to roll. Sonnenberg takes the snap. Oh, it's through his arms. He's going to go back, get it, stay on his feet. Now he's tackled back at the 35, an aborted play there. Ethan Bull got back there to get him. I don't think we can technically count that as the sack either.
No.
Want to, but ugh.
So be patient, fans.
We just want to give away a pizza, you know?
If it was the fourth quarter, we might do it.
There, sure. So stay tuned. Second down and 20, and if they want to, they maybe don't even have to run a play here, but they are going to come to the line. Maybe see if they get Crookston offsides or something. We'll see. There's a loss of 10. They do take the snap. Tanner Geese is after the QB, throwing to his right. They got his man out near the original line of scrimmage. He's tackled there with 10 seconds. Clock continues to roll. That was Crabtree with the catch. And that is going to wrap up the opening half. So the Pirates score 4 touchdowns. They force 3 turnovers and take a 26-14 lead into the halftime break. We'll have a conversation here with Coach Nate Labarski as Chris is down on the sidelines with the Pirates head coach. And once he gets his headset off to one of his assistants, we'll send it down.
We are here with Coach Nate Labarski. And Coach, boy, a little bit of everything in that first half.
Yeah, just a really good high school football game. Both teams are playing hard, and we're making mistakes at times, and we're forcing some mistakes, and we're happy to be up 26-14 right now. So
you're having trouble running it up the middle, but you've been able to get to the outside a few times for some big gains, and then your passing game is just short little passes, but they've been effective.
Yeah, the ball is wet, so the short game has been good. We need to try to get to the edge a little bit. They are bringing a lot of guys up front, and so we're trying to make some adjustments there for the second half. So.
How about on the defensive side? You've had a couple. A scoop and score. You've had a couple interceptions as well, and you have to be pretty happy with what they're doing so far.
The turnovers are nice, and that's what we need. But we also need to get better at playing the edge. Okay, we've gotten beat out a couple times outside, so we have things to work on. But yeah, all in all, we're playing pretty good.
And you're leading at halftime, and you always like that.
For sure. We'll take that every time. Yeah.
Any big changes for the second half?
No, I don't think so. We'll get a couple guys back that had to sit out the first half, which is always good. So.
Coach, thanks for talking with us. Best of luck.
All right, thanks, Chris.
That's Coach Nate Labarski.
There we go. Thank you, Chris. We'll take a break. We'll have lots to get to here in the halftime show. We'll go over all the stats, the scoring from the first 24 minutes of play. Second half action will be coming up in about 12-15 minutes. You're listening and watching Crookston Pirate Football here on KROX. We'll be back after this.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
It's lead it over the Hornets after one half of play. Let's go over the scoring and the stats from that opening half. We'll start with the scoring summary, and it was Frazee, the very first play from scrimmage. It was Jake Nagel going 67 yards, and he puts one in the end zone. That goes, they go up 7-0. Crookston would counter. Ethan Bull would get his first of 3 touchdowns in the half with 7:07 remaining in the first, a 23-yard score. That would tie the game. Then a scoop and score on the next possession. It was Tanner Geese coming through the line. He forces the fumble, and Hunter Knutson picks it up and goes all the way into the end zone, a 20-yard return for the score. That made it 14-7. And then Frazee, they'd answer back yet again and tie this game at 14 apiece. This time, it was Brady Crabtree with a long touchdown run of his own 53-yard score. That would tie the game, but Crookston, in the very next possession, would go down the field and score themselves with 4:20 until halftime. Ethan Bull, an 18-yard score. Then after a stop, Crookston would score once more, and this time the longest touchdown run of the day for Bull, 52 yards. With 1:27 to go, they would fail the 2-point conversion, and on the previous touchdown, they would miss the PAT, and that is why they lead at 26-14 at the half. Looking at the stats, we'll start with the team stats. For the Pirates, they ran 23 plays, 152 total yards, 46 through the air, 106 on the ground. They had 6 first downs. They committed 3 penalties for 30 yards against them. For Frazee, they actually outgained Crookston in the half. They ran 4 more plays. They ran 27 plays. They had 188 total yards to go along with 178 rushing yards. 10 of it was through the air on the very last play there of the half. They had 7 first downs. They committed 4 penalties for 45 yards. So pretty even all across the board there at the team stats. Individually for Frazee, it was the quarterback Carter Sonnenberg, 1 for 6 through the air, 10 yards. He did throw 2 interceptions. The Pirates forced 3 turnovers there in that opening half. They also forced a fumble. That was the scoop and score for Hunter Knutson. On the ground, we mentioned they had 178 yards rushing there. Jake Nagel led the way, 7 carries, 106 yards and a score. Brady Crabtree, just 3 carries, but 61 yards and that long touchdown run. Tyler Moe had 6 carries for 30 yards, and Sonnenberg had 3 carries. He lost 19 yards. Again, a couple of times where he lost the football, a bad snap, so not necessarily on him, but it still goes against him in those instances. The 1 reception, by the way, on the completion was Brady Crabtree. He had the catch for 10 yards, and Crabtree also punted twice for a total of 52 yards. For Crookston, Jack Doda, 2 for 3 through the air, 46 yards. Good job by Carter Coet on both receptions to get yards after the catch. So he gets credit for both those, 46 yards there for him. And then on the ground, they ran the ball 20 times in that opening half. Ethan Bull leading the way, 108 yards, 12 carries, 3 touchdowns. It's the 3rd time in 4 games this year he has gone over 100 yards rushing, and unless he goes backwards in the second half, that'll be the case. Tanner Geese, 5 carries, 3 yards. Jack Doda, 2 for 6. And then Carter Coet on the tight end reverse, I guess if you want to call it, had a carry for a yard as well there in that opening half. So that is your stats, your score update for you there. 26-14, Pirates lead it after 1 half of play. Both teams huddling right now in the end zones, getting ready for second half action. It will be the Pirates that receive the second half kickoff, so they got that going for them as well. Rain continuing to fall. It sometimes is hard, sometimes it's a miss, but that will play a factor in the remainder of this one as well as the teams try to hang on to the football. Crookston did a good job of that, not turning it over, but Frazee, obviously with the interceptions, 1 fumble, that was the biggest downfall for them, their Achilles heel in the first half of play. I think we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have a draft scoreboard update, and then we will get to the second half kickoff between the Pirates and the Hornets. So all that and more will be coming your way here from Crookston on this Friday night. So we'll take a break. We'll be back after this. You're listening and watching Crookston Pirate Football on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf, volleyball,
crap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech, theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot of going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is my education destination.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience. 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it is important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. The Crookston Eye Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but on Thursdays they open at 9:15 a.m. They also have a second location in Boston to offer you even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or looking for a new pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget Smith and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 218-281-2020 for the Crookston and Boston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Getting ready for the second halftime now for draft scoreboard update. Can pass a few along to you. Barnesville is in front of Osakis 8-0 at halftime. That's one we're keeping a very close eye on at this point. In 9-man, the latest update we got is Stephen Argyle over Winnimac at the moment 8-6. In 1A, it looks like Monoman, Waban, and Adabor West are still tied at 0 apiece. Again, it could be a little bit behind the actual updates, though. So that's what we have there.
Quick update, 8-6. Storm, Stephen Argyle leading Winnimac. They just scored on a 68-yard touchdown.
And Barnesville has extended their lead, it looks like, to 16-0 over Osakis. West Central area is up on Hawley 8-6 early on there. That was probably a 7 p.m. kickoff there in Hawley. Let's see if we have any here in 3A. Nothing yet that's coming through, at least on our score feed. So that's all the ones that I'm seeing at the moment. As we start to get them the later we go into the night, we'll pass them along to you. The big ones, though, I mean, Barnesville-Osakis is one we're keeping an eye on. Barnesville being kind of the team to beat in Section 8 AA, more than likely going to be the 1 seed. We want to know everything about them and what they're doing. Furtable-Trammy's got a big one tonight against Nevis. They don't have a score update on that at the moment, but we will keep you posted there. That should be a interesting one. Both of those teams very solid. Furble-Trammy ranked 4th in the state, trying to get back to the state championship once again. So that's another one to keep an eye on tonight as well. We'll have all the scores on our website later tonight when it goes final, KRXAM.com. Click on sports. Also, UMC Athletics, the soccer team lost earlier today 3-0. Volleyball is playing right now, and they're down to Southwest Minnesota State by a score of 2-0, and they were trailing in the third set as well. So unless they turn things around there, they're going to fall in straight sets here on this Friday night. We have our scores up, or I guess the schedule for tomorrow and Sunday as well. UMC teams will be in action. We'll have Golden Gopher football tomorrow, so we'll look forward to that as they got a big one against Michigan State. My gut feeling says that the Spartans are going to win that game, but we'll see what happens.
You're fired.
Yeah, hey, I bet you would say the same thing, I bet.
No, Gophers by 18.
Sure.
Big Mo.
Hey, if they're going to win, I believe Tanner Morgan has to throw the ball. Michigan State's going to be all over the road.
It's going to be should be a good game.
Should be a good game. That's what we're hoping for. We'll carry it. Pre-game
Win
show.
or lose, should be a good one.
Pre-game show 12:30. Kickoff at 2:30 from East Lansing, so that'll be a good one. We'll have Twins baseball tomorrow night.
We've been Minnesota sports fans long enough. We know.
I've heard you talk about Gopher athletics before. I knew something was up there, but
no, they haven't played anybody. That's the hard part.
Yeah, exactly.
They played 3 of the worst programs in the country this year, so it's deceiving. And that tells you they've beat everybody by, 35, 40 points.
Yeah.
And they're still not in the top 25.
Now, if they beat Michigan State, I'm all on board. I mean, let's go to the Big Ten championship game. Let's do it.
And if they win by a sizable margin, 2 touchdowns or more, I'm all on.
Yeah.
And then they'll lose.
Mo for Heisman at that point. If he runs for a couple more touchdowns tomorrow, why not?
Especially against Michigan State.
Yeah. Oh, boy. We got people up here in the booth, just somehow they just let random people up here, I guess, now.
That is only working media.
All right, second half about to get started here between the Pirates and the Hornets. Again, Crookston gets to receive the second half kickoff.
Oh, we got Josh Hardy saying Gophers by 10.
Gophers by 10. So there you go. He called it first. You heard it there first.
We got Happy Joe's man saying we're running a little hot.
Running a little hot. Turn it down a little bit here.
Starting the second half.
He never said where we.
I'm guessing the radio. We've been coming through a little hot. I've noticed at times, so we'll turn that down a bit. Hopefully we're up good there and you can hear everything clearly. So here we go. Hornets, Pirates, big Section 8 AA matchup here in the second half. This is a big 24 minutes for both these teams to decide potentially what seed they could get at the end of the year. Having the head-to-head advantage goes a long ways come seeding time. They'll kick off left to right, will the Hornets. It's going to be Sonnenberg back to kick from his own 40. Back to receive, as usual, Ethan Bowl and Antonio Romero. Again, Bowl, 12 carries, 108 yards, 3 scores, just doing his thing once again here tonight. Pirates a very clean, all-around good first half. I mean, outside of the first play of the game, they outscored them 26-7 if you take away that first run. Here's the kick to the right. We're underway. Romero comes up, fields it at the 30, full at his steam, 40-45, breaks a tackle across midfield, and Antonio Romero will set up the Pirates in Frazee territory. That's called running north to south, folks. He just got it and ran straight ahead, got a lot of yards. You love to see it. And the Pirates, they've had good field position all night. No difference here, starting at the 46.
Just if the Pirates can punch one in here, that would be a huge start to the second half. But having great field position at the 46-yard line, you couldn't drop a better start to the second half here.
And you wonder, too, as the rain continues to fall, if Frazee gets down by 3 scores, what kind of a mindset they have. It's cold. It can be tough to battle through that. So let's see if Crookston can bury him right away. Dota up the middle to Geese. He'll plow his way forward. Does a nice job of falling forward. He'll get a gain of about 3. He's got 6 carries now for 6 yards on the night.
Well, if you can get 3-4 yards a carry, you're going to be in pretty good shape.
So 2nd and 7. Crookston continuing to let that clock run down. They have no issue taking time here in this second half with a 2-score lead. Frazee, you got to be playing for the run, I would assume here. Make Crookston try and beat you through the air. Dota is 2 for 3, but you got to expect run, especially with the conditions like this. Under center, Geese split off to the right. Bowl, the tailback. Oh, he bobbled the snap, gets it, and just falls on top of it. So gain of nothing. Well, Frazee's pointing their direction. I thought for sure Dota landed on top of it, though. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 8.
I still haven't seen that work for a team, whether it's high school, college, or pro, where you start pointing saying, we got it. I've never seen the officials say, oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it if you want, but they're going to pull everybody off the pile and see who actually has it. So, hey, I mean, you ain't trying, I guess, if you're not trying to do that. That's the tail sign right there. 3rd and 8. See if the Pirates can convert their first 3rd down of the second half. 2 receivers, 1 left, 1 right. Bull in the backfield. Could be 4 down territory. Dota takes the snap. They'll play action. He rolls to his right again. He's got Coet. No, now he comes back across to Geese. Incomplete. Crabtree was in coverage, and he timed it perfectly to knock it away from Tanner Geese at the last second.
Good rollout, good throw by Jack. Geese ran a nice route, but an even better play, unfortunately, for Crabtree.
Sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. Crabtree making himself seen defensively now as well. It'll be Nagel back to receive the punt as Crookston is going to send the punt team on. Erickson punting now. He's standing just inside his own 45. The wind is going with him. If he wanted to just take this out of the equation, punt it as far as he can, avoid a return, he could. Maybe get it to the end zone. High softball snap again. He gets it, sends it away. The wind, look at that thing go over the head of Nagel, bounces at the 4, and rolls into the end zone. Romero was trying to track it down, running as fast as he could, but even he couldn't get to that one.
I give all the credit in the world to Romero. You could tell that probably wasn't going to be able to catch it, but he never stopped until he couldn't, until it was into the end zone. So that was, he's speedy too.
3 punts, 137 yards for Erickson. I talked with Coach Labarski about that in the pregame show and what a job he's been doing all year, and it has carried over here tonight. Frazee will start at their own 20, 10-11 to go in the 3rd. That's a step for them, though. They get the stop. Now can they get a score and make it a 1-score game? Sonnenberg will come under center. Now they move him into shotgun. They got 2 receivers to the right. Alongside him is Nagel. He'll take the snap. It's Mo, actually, and they give it to Mo. He's got a hole, gets through, breaks a tackle across the 25, and pinballs his way to about the 26-27. A nice solid gain there for Mo on the first play of the half. Positive yardage again here for the Hornets.
Well, this is big for the defense after the offense had good field position, wasn't able to take advantage of it. Now see if the defense can get a big stop and give the offense short field once again.
So 2nd down and 3. That defense has been very solid. Just 2 big plays for the Hornets, really. That's their 2 touchdown runs tonight. Otherwise, Crookston's bottled them up pretty well. Shotgun again, man in motion is Nagel. They'll sweep it to him. Coet had him. He missed the tackle. First down for Nagel across the 30. Nice job tackling in space by Tanner Geese. Romero was there as well. It's a gain of about 6-7 yards, and the Hornets move the sticks. So Nagel, again, he's shifty, just elusive, was able to get to the outside. And unless the Pirates have good open field tackling, that would have been an even bigger game.
Coet just about had him. He tried to get the ankle tackle, but wasn't able to get him. And so a big is it
first down?
First down, yep.
Yep, they move the sticks. That's their 8th first down of the football game, first of the half. 9:09 and counting here in the 3rd. They'll come up to the line, ball on the right side of the field. Shotgun here for Sonnenberg. He's 1 for 6 through the air. Has thrown a couple of interceptions. Again, the rain playing into that. They fake the sweep this time, give it to Mo, and it was just too slow of a developing play. Tanner Geese was there initially. He couldn't quite get him, but Ethan Bull came through and tackled him for a loss.
Well, that play took forever to develop, and I don't know if it was maybe a botched handoff or what happened there, or just somebody went the wrong direction. But whatever it was, the Pirates still able to get through and make a tackle for a loss there. It'd be second and about 11 or 12.
That's a big play there on first down. We saw just in their last sequence, they get a gain of 7 yards on first down. They end up getting a first down. Now they go backwards. Traditionally tonight, they have not had success. And I mean, this is the case for any level of football. Traditionally, you go backwards on first down, you're not going to be very successful. It will be 2nd and 12, a loss of 2 on the play. Shotgun again, lots of shotgun here so far in the half. Sonnenberg is waving Mo over to his other side, but he didn't want to go, and now a delay of game. So miscommunication there, and it's going to cost him 5 yards. You don't have the clock down on the field, so the players have to look at the refs to see how much time they have to snap the ball, and Sonnenberg just lost track of the clock there. So a 5-yard penalty. They've committed 5 now for 50 yards in the football game. It'll be 2nd and even longer now, and 2nd and 17. So Crookston, a great chance to get off the field now, and like Chris had just mentioned, flip the field perhaps still if you can get them short of the marker here. Force a punt. 8:03 here to go. Sonnenberg in shotgun once again. A couple of receivers to his right. Mo to his right as well. Oh, and now they got him to move. So Tanner Geese was coming up. He's broke through the line of scrimmage a couple of times here in the game, and he was coming again, and the offensive line wanted a head start, and they'll back up 5 more.
They saw Tanner coming. They said, oh, man, here he comes again. We're done for if he gets through. So it probably wasn't a bad, they don't lose it down, but they lose 5 yards. So I don't know which one is worse, if you get the loss of a down and 5 yards or what. But
so 2nd and 22.
We have Sanchez being looked at on the sidelines. See some is there smiles there?
Hopefully.
Yep.
So
looking at the left arm.
Sonnenberg under center takes the snap. Back to pass. The Pirates are coming again. Clay Hansen was there, and they force an errant throw. They were trying to set up the screen to Nagel. Clay Hansen, there was 4 of them back there. Hansen was the closest, I think. Maybe Knutson as well. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 22.
Well, you're supposed to let them through on the screenplay, but not all the way, 4 or 5 of them all the way through, and Pirates another good defensive effort there, but we're seeing a penalty could possibly stop another drive.
Yeah, so 3rd and 22. I mean, I feel like you just got to try and get as much as you can maybe on the ground here. We've seen they've had problems throwing the football in this game. Sonnenberg will come under center. He makes sure everyone is set. Pirates looking to bring pressure. Geese is coming through again. He got through and got to Mo. Doesn't necessarily get the tackle because he broke away, but he blew it up. Ethan Bull and I believe Knutson once again were there to get a half tackle each. A loss on the play, 4th and long. They're going to have to punt.
That's all coaching right there. They're sending Geese, and they're seeing something either up top or they saw it in the game film, and he's been attacking right up the middle, and it's been very effective here. And as he said, he didn't make the tackle, but he was the one that caused that.
They must have the snap count or something, because, I mean, they've been through basically every single play. So 4th and long, back to punt is Crabtree. Pirates coming after it. He gets it away into the wind. It's going to bounce at the 36 and go to the 39. So it's a 22-yard punt into the wind by Crabtree, and the Pirates, they have better field position than they just did last time. So the defense does the job, and they'll take over at the Hornets 39.
Maybe that was all part of the plan.
Hey, you know, they're playing chess while the Hornets are playing checkers.
Yeah, the good thing is here, you've taken time off the clock, almost 5 minutes here, and you lead 26-14. The more time that can go off the clock when you have the lead, the better. So and we should mention the student body. Nice delegation here in the rain tonight.
Oh, yeah. They have been loud all night long. Dota takes the snap, first play drive. Bull bounces to the left and maybe gets a yard that time. Getting there and making the tackle for the Hornets was Longfor, so gain 1 for Bull on his first carry here of the half. So Crookston, again, like you said, Chris, taking time off the clock. They're not in any rush. We got 6:50 to go here.
Of course, as Pirate homers and fans, we would like them to get maybe 3-4 yards each time, but that time there didn't look like there was anything there for Bull. He couldn't find an opening, so he tried to go off to the left and was able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dota under center. They'll play action on 2nd down. He rolls to his right, looking deep. He goes that way, and Whitman comes back and can't secure it. It was a little underthrown, and again, by the time Dota threw it, Whitman kind of outran the route with his speed, and it's just an incomplete pass there. 3rd down now upcoming.
I do like the play-action fake there. It was that Bull in the backfield right up the middle, and boy, Frazee bit on that pretty well, and that's something they're probably going to want to implement a little more into their offensive arsenal, because that could be an effective play, and even looking for maybe a tight end just rolling out to the sideline or anything like that could get you some good yards.
Yeah, and I mean, even with the conditions, too, they're willing to put that in tonight, so that shows a lot of trust in Dota and this passing offense. And Coach Labarski, I think, is going to take a timeout here because they didn't get the play in quick enough. So Pirates take a timeout with 6:22 to go here in the 3rd. They'll have 2 remaining in the half. We'll take a 30-second break. 3rd down and 9 coming up next. You're listening and watching Crookston Pirate Football on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
Pirates lead 26-14. The rain slowing down, almost coming to a stop at this point. It's been on and off kind of as far as heavy rain goes. Then there's been misting. Then it's been raining again. So it's been a wet one. But the players seem to be having some fun, and it's been a fun football game. If you're just joining us, you missed a lot in that opening half. Crookston lead it at the break, 26-14. That's where we are right now as well. They have a 3rd and 9 here from the Hornets 39. They got to get to just inside the 30 to convert. Bull in the backfield. Geese is the fullback. Doda under center takes the snap. They'll just hand it off to Bull left side. The offensive line gets a good push. He plows his way down near the 31. It'll be 4th and short, but again, a nice play to set him up to go for it now on 4th down. And right away, the offense is saying, let's go for it. They definitely want the opportunity to gain a couple of yards here.
A little too far away for a field goal and a little too close to punt, so he might as well go for it on 4th and what about 3?
That's, that looks like with the spot at about the 31. A 4th and a short 3 here. Doda under center. Widman out to the right, Obel to the left. Here we go. Doda takes the snap. They'll go up the middle. The Geese ran into his man. They try to push him forward, and they may have got it. It's going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot. Right now, it looks like he's a tad short.
Yeah, the line judge on the far side, it didn't look favorable. It's going to be close.
Pirates are, well, again, here we go, Chris. They're pointing like they think they have it. We'll see if it works this time.
Come on, Pirates, point. It works.
I give Jack Doda a lot of credit. The quarterback went in there and started trying to push the pile forward to get that extra yard. And they are going to bring the chains out, I believe, to measure this.
Yeah, this is going to be closer than I thought originally. It looked like they were going to be about a half a yard short, but it might be closer than that. And maybe even a first down.
And
they got a favorable spot.
This could be a big swing here if Pirates get it versus not getting it. Oh, the official's blocking me, sure enough, to where I can't see the football. They put it down, and first down.
Ooh.
He got just enough, and that gets the Pirates excited. Nice job. They got the push that they needed to get Geese over the line to gain.
Well, I'm going to trust Carter Coette. He was pointing the whole time, so he knew it. Big first down for the Pirates.
Yeah, it is. They're at the 29. They have a first down and 10. 5:38 to go here in the third quarter of play. They'll reset the chains. Clock will start to roll here. Taking more and more time off the clock. A touchdown here with a nice long drive could really put this one out of reach for Frazee. Doda under center takes the snap. They'll hand it off to Bull left side. The line created a massive gap. 15-10, a race to the corner. He's pushed out by Nagel inside the 5, down to the 3. And Ethan Bull with a gain of 26 sets up first and goal. The offensive line gave him a huge lane to run through there.
Yeah, great blocking. That left side opened up. I think I might have been able to get a couple of yards off of that one, but a fantastic job. And, of course, Bull, once he gets to the outside, he's tough to stop and just ran out of real estate there.
8 first downs in the game for Crookston. Bull now with that 26-yard run has 15 carries, 143 yards. See if he can make it a 4th touchdown. Doda under center, and looked like they moved early, but the play goes. Bull, he's fighting his way, staying on his feet, and eventually brought down by about 5. Hornets at the 2-yard line will give him a gain of 1, and it'll set up second and goal. I'd expect he'll probably get another opportunity here. Why not? Got a guy like that. Might as well keep giving him the ball until he gets it in there. Bull ran for 3 touchdowns last week. He's already got 3 this week. He's over 100 yards for the 3rd time this year. He was our athlete of the week this week. He was sure to give his offensive line and his fullback, Tanner Geese, a lot of credit, though, for the running lanes that he has. And again, tonight, this unit is producing. Once again, under center, Doda. They'll go to Geese this time up the middle, or did Doda keep it? Either way, they're into the end zone for the score. And it was Jack Doda. He fooled me. And he's fired up a 2-yard score for the quarterback, and the Pirates go up 32-14 here in the 3rd.
Well, good play call by Coach Labarski as you have everybody. They're going to be keen on Bull, and then Geese as well, the 2 running backs, and then they just go with Doda, who's able to punch one in, and he deserves a touchdown after a pretty solid game he's had so far.
Can't remember, did he have one last week against Hawley? I think he did. I think he ran in sneaks.
He had a quarterback keeper on the one.
Erickson for the PAT. They had 6 rushing touchdowns last week. The kick is up, and
Nice.
it is good. So 33-14. Pirates lead it here with 4:33 to go, and it is pretty much, I guess you could say, I mean, I call it danger zone. Another way to put it is you're pretty much just guns a-blazing here. If you're Frazee, you got to go, and you got to go quick.
Well, the Pirates, another big game offensively. They put 41 points up last week. They have 33 already this week, and we still have over 16 and a half minutes to play of play time anyway. And they've done a fantastic job offensively after not doing much the first 2 games. And granted, it was against Osakis and Barnesville, but this Pirate offense, they've really come and gelled nicely here as each week goes along. And they might even, it looks like they've improved from last week as well. So.
Oh, yeah.
And Frazee might, they're a good team. They're 2-1 coming in.
Yes, indeed. A big section opponent, and the Pirates looking to get a big win. You know, the players, I talked to a couple of them at the volleyball match last night. They say, we love playing in the rain. We hope it rains. And, well, sure enough, it rained tonight, and they are living up to what they said. So they do indeed enjoy this weather, and they are showing it. Kickoff from the 40, right to left. Erickson, hand in the air, making sure everyone is set. 4:33 to go in the third. And we'll run up to the ball. Well, now he stops. And now he goes. That was a little strange. Kicks it to the left, and that's going to go straight out of bounds. I have no idea what that was. That was a little off right from the get-go. So that's the second time the Pirates have kicked it out of bounds today. Frazee will take it at the 35 in pretty good field position once again. And they need a score. They are scoreless here in the second half. They've got just 1 first down in this half. And now trailing by 19 points. A little over 16 minutes left of playing time today. Knowing Crookston's been effective running the ball and taking up clock, they got to go score on this drive. The sophomore, Sonnenberg, coming up under center from his own 35. Nagel's in the backfield. He had a great first quarter. They haven't really used him a whole lot more in this game. They'll give it to him here. He'll go to the left, breaks a tackle, falls ahead to the 40. A gain of 5 on first down for Jake Nagel. He's got 11 carries, 118 yards on the night. He does have the 1 long touchdown run as well. If you're the Pirates here, more than anything with the big lead, just don't give up the big play on this drive. Keep everything in front of you. Give them those 5-yard, 3, 4-yard runs. If they want to use a bunch of clock, go down the field. You will live with that with a big lead. Under center, Sonnenberg once again, 2nd and 5. And the Pirates, Geese was acting like he was coming across. Did he get him to flinch again? There is a flag. It's either encroachment or a false start here on the Hornets. Here comes the call, and it will, in fact, be an encroachment against Tanner Geese. So that time, he came a little too close to the line and forced the Hornets player to react. So that moves them just shy of the first down. So it'll be 2nd down and about half, I was going to say inches, about half a yard. We go under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Pirates, that is their 5th penalty of the game for 50 yards against them. And Geese coming up near the line again, now backs off. Here's the handoff to Nagel, left side. This time he cuts it out, lost the ball, gets back on top of it. And he actually is going to end up with a first down, but almost a disaster there for Frazee. Again, you can see just with the wet conditions, it's getting harder and harder to hang on to the ball. We've seen Ethan Bull struggle with that a time or two tonight. The quarterbacks have had trouble on exchanges. So that's something to continue to keep an eye on. Again, it doesn't really seem like it's raining right now. If anything, it's just a light mist, so that has stopped. But with how much rain we got earlier on, it is going to be a factor the remainder of the game. So another first down, 9th of the game for Frazee. 1st and 10 at the 46. This time Nagel cuts through the whole 50. 45 of the Pirates, dives ahead. A gain of 10, and that should be good enough for another first down. So Nagel starting to eat a little bit here in this third quarter. He's been having a really good game all around. The senior up to 129 yards, and they will move the sticks another first down there. 10th first down of the game for Frazee. They're at the Pirates' 44-yard line here. 3:14 and counting in the third. Putting together a nice little drive, but can it end with points? Under center, Sonnenberg comes. He's got 1 receiver left, gets it, hands it off to this time Crabtree. He's got speed, comes through to the 40, tackled there by Carter Coet at the 40. A gain of 4 now for Crabtree. He's got 4 carries only, but he's having a pretty good game. 65 yards, the long touchdown run as well.
And the Pirates on quite a few drives they've bent, but they haven't broke. And see if they can do that again, come up with a couple stops here.
Still doing a nice job tackling as well. They have not really let these runners for the Hornets get by them. When they do, it's just because they're flat out faster and they get to the edge. It's not because of a missed tackle. 2nd and 5, handoff. You're up the gut. That time they fumble it on the exchange, and going backwards is Sonnenberg. He's tracked down by Carter Coet. And again, the wet conditions playing a factor. That's a loss of 7 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
And earlier in the game, or in the pregame, right before the game started, said that taking care of the ball was going to be a big factor. And that is just a case there. It looked like they had a good drive going, and now all of a sudden they have 3rd down and long instead of 3rd and short.
They fumbled it twice on this drive. Have gotten it back both times. I think they fumbled it 5 times in the game. They've only lost 1. 3rd and 13. Here's the snap. Missed it again on the exchange, and Sonnenberg just falls forward, maybe gets back to the line. So again, back-to-back snaps where they just have trouble securing the ball, and with 4th and long, a big decision here for the Hornets. You almost have to punt in 4th and 14 near midfield, but down 19 late in the 3rd, you almost have to go for it too.
Yeah, that's a tough call. It's I would say since you're inside the 50, might as well just go for it.
And it looks like they did run a player out there, but I think they're going to go for this. They've been conservative at times and have punted, but again, different scenario here, and they are going to go for it. 4th and 14, they got to get to the Pirates 34 to convert, keep the drive alive. Sonnenberg in shotgun, you got to expect a pass. High snap, he secures it, and coming from behind and wrapping him up is Ethan Bull, and I think we can officially call that the first sack of the game because he was definitely going to throw that. So if you call us right now at 218-281-1140, you can win a Happy Joe's medium pizza, 1-topping medium pizza. Ethan Bull with the sack. Give us the name of who just had that sack, and you can win the 1-topping medium pizza from Happy Joe's. It's the Sack Attack here on KROX. Pirates will take over. 1 minute to go here in the 3rd. So, and it looks like we already got a winner, so we don't need to take any more phone calls.
We got a winner. I think I heard LaDonna Peterson. Yep. Hey, she can celebrate with a pizza from Happy Joe's. Well, she'll have to pick it up, but it's her oldest daughter's birthday today.
Happy birthday shout out. There you go.
Yep. I know they can't hear us because they're on a cruise ship right now. My wife is with her.
That'd be commitment if they were listening. I think that's Antonio Romero on the run now, his first carry of the game, and he gets 3 yards, so he gets a chance to carry the ball here. So they have 3 turnovers. Now they turn it over on downs, and the Pirates, with short field yet again, up 19, a chance to really go for the kill here on this drive.
Oh, a scoreboard update. Detroit Lakes leads Perham 21-0. 9 minutes left in the second quarter there.
Now, Perham got off to a 2-0 start. Then I can't remember who they played last week. It was
DGF.
Yeah, now they get a Detroit Lakes tough back-to-back weeks for them there.
Lake Park Audubon leads Foston 24-0.
2nd and 7. They go up the gut again. Ethan Bull pounds off a couple of defenders and drags them for a first down to the 35. It's a gain of about, we'll say, 9 yards, and that'll move the sticks.
Late in the second quarter, or the first half, Ferta Beltrami shutting out Neva 16-0.
So they're tough as ever once again.
And how do you follow up a state runner-up finish? Well, it looks like they're well on their way to a 4-0 start. Wendy Mack leading Stephen Argyle 18-8. 11 minutes left in the first half there. And Pequot Lakes leading Park Rapids 6-0 in the first.
That's the end of the third quarter. Pirates will have a 1st and 10 when we come back. 12 minutes to go. They're closing in on their second win of the season. You're listening and watching Crookston Pirate Football here on KROX. We'll be back after this short break.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
And we're back here at Crookston. The Pirates leading the Hornets here 33-14. They led it 26-14 at the half. They've scored once here in the third, and they're closing in on their second win of the year to get to 2-2. Under center, Dodo will hand it off to Romero. He'll come through the right with a burst of speed and gets down to the 31, a gain of 4 there on first down for Antonio Romero. Romero now 2 carries, 7 yards for him. UMC volleyball on our draft scoreboard update, they fall in 3 sets tonight. Other high school football, we passed a couple of scores along to you there. We'll continue to pass along scores throughout this fourth quarter and throughout the broadcast as well.
Yeah, the NSIC, the top Division II conference in the country once again. There's no doubt about that, as they have 5 of the top 9 teams ranked in the top 25.
For volleyball?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. As Bull goes up the middle, and he'll fall ahead for a few here, so it'll be third down and short. That's remarkable.
Yeah, Southwest, Concordia, St. Paul, St. Cloud State. I shouldn't have said Duluth. Augustana might be one, too. Yeah, it's...
I mean, they're pretty much good at everything, it seems like.
Yeah, well, they should be. They said about 8 years ago they're going Division I, recruiting Division I athletes, and they're still in the NSIC.
It's a dirty trick.
Because nobody will let them in. St. Thomas, they're not happy with St. Thomas because St. Thomas took the spots.
They got kicked out of their conference, too.
Yeah,
So.
well, and everybody would rather have a Twin Cities school.
As the handoff here to Romero, and he got tripped up. I think he's short. He got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down and 3. They're well within 4th down territory. I would guess they'll go for it here, try to extend the drive. So 4th and 3, they got to get to the 24, and right away, they're going to send the offense out there and give it a try. 10-17 and counting. More than anything, you're just trying to eat up as much clock as possible here. Frazee, they got to get the football back and go score quick. This could be a monster play in this football game, not necessarily ending the game, but if the Pirates get a first down here and take up more time, it's going to be tough for Frazee. Here's the snap. Dodo keeps it, goes around the right side, but Frazee stood him up. He maybe got a yard, but that's it. And the Pirates will turn it over on downs. So each team has turned it over on downs once now here in this third quarter, or in the second half, I should say. And with 9:55 to go, Frazee will take over at their own 26. So Longfurs was in there for the stop, and now Frazee down 19. Again, they got to go, and they got to go quick.
Yeah, not a terrible thing, obviously, that the Pirates weren't able to get it. But now the key is to make sure they don't give up one of those big runs, a big passing play or anything like that to give them a quick touchdown.
Yeah, if anything, like you said, I mean, you'll give up a score if they go down the field in chunks of 5 yards at the most, maybe 7, 8 yards if they're passing one out, but just keep everything in front of you. If you're Crookston here, Sonnenberg goes under center. Nagel is in the backfield as the running back. We'll see if he gets the call here. And again, coming through his geese, ball is loose again. Sonnenberg falls on it. He was going to go to hand it to Nagel once more, and it's a loss of 6. Tanner Geese have a day coming up from the linebacker spot. He has been relentless all day on that side of the ball. That was incredible once again. So call it a loss of 6 there for the Hornets, and they just continue to go backwards.
In our post-game interview, if the Pirates hold on to win, Tanner's going to have to be one of them, and I'm going to have to ask him, what did you see that you're able to get through every time?
It's like a pitcher tipping pitches or something.
Yeah.
He just knows exactly when they're going to snap the ball.
Is he an Astros fan?
He's creeping up again. Oh, boy. Oh, and now this is interesting. There was movement by the Pirates and the Hornets at about the same exact time. So we'll see how the officials rule this one. And the Pirates, Ethan Bull, he's pointing the Hornets' direction, and it will, in fact, be a false start. So the Hornets backed up even more. They're just killing themselves now.
Well, they're moving the right way if you're a Pirate fan. If you're a Frazee fan, obviously, it's, I'm sure, getting frustrating.
7 penalties for 60 yards. They've had a lot of negative plays in this half. It's kind of just turned upside down on them here as we approach 9 minutes remaining in the football game. Sonnenberg comes back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 22. They'll take the snap. They'll toss one out to the right to Nagel. Blockers in front, but Tanner Geese yet again with a nice tackle before he could get to the 20. It's a gain of about 4 for Nagel, and it's going to be 3rd and long. Nagel has carried it 14 times for 133 yards, and now with a 3rd and long, we'll see if they let Sonnenberg go back to the air. He is 1 for 7 in the football game with 2 interceptions, but on 3rd and 17, you almost think you have to throw here if you want to try and get a first down. But they probably have 2 plays, theoretically, if they get close enough on this one as well. He's under center. They come set. Geese is coming through again. They hand it off, this time going to the right side. And I believe that time Crabtree crawls his way out to the 22. Or Nagel. It was Nagel. It'll be 2 yards. And it's 4th and long. And, well, if they go for it here and don't get it, it's essentially game over. If they punt, it's probably also pretty much game over. So we'll see what they do under 8 minutes to go.
So you're saying the game's over?
They got to get it is what I'm saying. They have got to find a way. If you have a play that you save for 4th and 17, you pull it out right now and you run it.
Big play for the Pirate defense.
And it looks like they're going to punt. They don't even want to risk it. They're going to take their chances punting. Crabtree's punt is a high booming kick. I lost it in the lights. Romero comes up, fields it at the 48. He's going to shift off to the left and return it about 5 yards to the 43. It's a punt of 26 yards for Crabtree, and the Pirates start in Frazee territory yet again. I think they've started in Frazee territory every single possession this half outside of their first one on the opening kickoff. So they have won the field position battle tonight.
The Pirate defense has been solid once again. That's one thing that the Pirates have done well all 4 games so far this season. Their defense has been very solid.
7:30 to go, ball on the 43. They can use up a bunch of clock again here with a couple of first downs. Ice this game away. As the quarterback, Dota comes under center. Romero once again as the running back. Bull, I believe, as the fullback here. They'll give it to Romero. Bull leading the way. He shifts to the right, maybe gets 2 yards. The Hornets do a nice job of clogging that up. We'll give Romero a gain of 2. He's carried the ball 4 times here for 9 yards tonight. He's one of 5 different Pirates to run the football here this evening. And the Pirates, they host West Central area next week, and then they host East Grand Forks on homecoming. So they'll be right here on this field for a couple more weeks before they go at Pillager. That's their last road game of the year. Again, this technically considered a road game tonight, but they're on their home field with Frazee's field getting some work done. So Frazee treating this as a home game. They're playing all their games away from Frazee this year. Toss to Romero, tries to cut back, but the Hornets were all over it. And now a flag comes in at the end of the play. It's a loss of 3 for Romero, but we'll wait and see what the flag is here with 6:45 to go. It looked in the area of potential holding as it was towards the middle part of the field. And if it is, you'd probably just decline it. It is a hold on the Pirates. We'll see what Coach Hackle wants to do here, as they're going to get the signal from him. If I was him, I'd decline it. You got 3rd and 12 then for the Pirates instead. Well, he's backing them up, though. They'll take the 2nd and 18 rather than the 3rd and 12, I guess. So we'll get the call once more from the head official, holding. 6:45 to go, 33-14 Pirates. As Chris mentioned in the postgame show, we'll talk with Coach Labarski, a couple Pirates players if they get the win. And we'll go over all the stats, the draft scoreboard update. We'll wrap it all up in our postgame show as we always do. So they are marking off 10 yards, moving the Pirates back. That is their 6th penalty of the game. They've committed 6 of them for 60 yards. Frazee on the flip side have committed 7 for 60 yards. It's pretty even in that category. Under center is Dota, 2nd down and about 18. Dota takes the snap. They're coming with the blitz. He's back to pass. The fires are screened to Coet. It's off his fingertips, incomplete as the throw was low. That pressure influenced that throw. And now 3rd and 23. Expect Crookston to probably go back to the ground here and try and pick up some yards.
Well, again, penalties. I think every time the Pirates have had a penalty this year, that's either stalled a drive or they've had to. I think it's stalled every drive where they've had a penalty this year. So
yeah,
and that's not out of the ordinary for high school teams, especially.
We've seen it with Frazee tonight as well. Yeah. They've had everything get stalled out when they commit one timeout. Crookston, they'll have 1 remaining here in the quarter. So we'll take a quick 30-second break. 3rd and 23 on the way. 6:33 to go. Pirates looking for win number 2 on the year. You're listening and watching Crookston Pirate Football on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream.
And we're back. Here we go. 3rd and 23. Pirates up 33-14. There is a false start before that play got going, so that'll back Crookston up 5 more. And it'll be 3rd and 28, so another flag. I think that's one thing Coach Labarski is not going to be happy with. We'll
have to get the ice bags and bring them to the officials after this game to ice down those elbows and shoulders.
They're doing a good job of throwing them, though, I tell you.
And halftime score, the big game in 8A, Manoma and Waban leading Adabor up west, 6-0 in that game. So 2 of the top teams in the section battling there.
Defensive battle, what it sounds like. Dota back under center, 3rd and 28 after another flag on the Pirates. 2 receivers, Widman gets set. They'll take the snap. They will go up the middle with Romero. Bull leading the way. He's got some room across the 45, spins his way out to the 49. It's a gain of 7 for Romero, but now in 4th and long, we'll probably see Erickson for the 4th time the night back to punt.
Another halftime score for Beltrami leading Nevis by that same score of 16-0. And 2 of the top 3 teams in 6-9 man. And then Winnimac leading Stephen Argyle 26-8, so 26 unanswered for Winnimac.
Under 6 minutes to go here from Crookston. Erickson to punt. He's on his own 35, and now running back is Crabtree to get under this one as they get it away right before it's punted. Erickson, it'll bounce inside the 25, roll down inside the 20 to the 15, down to about the 13. It's another solid punt of about 39 yards. Erickson, 4 punts in this football game for 176 yards. Very, very solid performance on his part. That's an average of 44 yards a punt. So doing a great job of punting the football here so far tonight. So 5:40 to go, 33-14, Pirates in front. Frazee backed up at their own 14 to start. They do have all their timeouts, but at this point, even if they go score, they're going to need an onside kick, another score, and then another onside kick. So they are running out of time here to do something. The good news, if you're a Hornets fan, they've scored quickly at times tonight. 2 long touchdown runs. Sonnenberg will go back to pass, looking over the middle, fires to the right. He's got Crabtree in stride, 1st down. Breaks a tackle. He's up near the 30-yard line. A gain of 16. Second completion of the night for Sonnenberg.
Quick scoreboard update. Barnesville leading Osakis 22-0. 9 minutes left in the first half there. And West Central area leading Hawley 8-0 in the first half.
It's going to make it feel good if you're a Pirates fan knowing how well Crookston played against Barnesville, especially in the first half. They were only down 9-0 in that game in the first half.
Yeah, you feel good, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh, yeah, they're still in our section.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you don't feel so good. But Barnesville ranked in the top 5 in the state for a reason.
Ball came out here on this run by Nagel. He fell back on top of it. It's a gain of 9. So that'll bring up a 2nd one as the clock continues to run.
7 yards on the play.
So another fumble. 6 fumbles tonight for the Hornets. They've only lost 1 of them. As with 4:43 and counting, 2nd down and about 2 as from the 39. Coming under center here is Sonnenberg, and another play action, looking to throw. He's looking downfield. Now the Pirates getting some pressure. He'll roll out to the sideline, and he swung out of bounds. And that'll be a loss on the play of about 6 yards. So that'll bring up a 3rd down. Clay Hansen was in there. Make the tackle.
He's been pretty active here. He's been in there quite a few times to force the quarterback and running backs to do things they don't want to, and so that's good to see from But is he sophomore? Junior.
Yes, junior, Clay Hansen. 3rd down and 8. 4:23 to go. Clock stops as he was forced out of bounds. Sonnenberg now going under center once again. And he will... they moved first. Was going to take the snap. Tanner Geese was creeping up once more. Romero was there as well, and that will back up the Hornets. Another flag. They've committed 8 penalties tonight for 65 yards. A lot of them false starts and delay of games like that.
And it's going to be tough and when you have that many penalties, especially. It seems like they've all come in pretty big situations, too.
So 3rd and 13 after all of that. It was 2nd and 3, and now it's 3rd and 13 behind the sticks. They'll take the snap. They'll play action. He'll roll out. Now he'll fire one short. It's caught there by Moe. He's going to be well short as he's tackled out of bounds. So that'll bring up a 4th down and about 7. You'll give that if you're Crookston in that situation. Force the 4th down.
Pirate fans doing the Skol chant. Suppose we have a few chants left over from last week.
I didn't realize we were the Vikings.
Neither did I.
How about that? So 4th and 8 is what we're going to call it. Gain of 6 there on that pass, and that's the first catch of the day for Tyler Moe. They're going to go for it. No, they're punt again. Here's the punt. And Romero's going to come up, fielded as 39, and he is tracked down right away. Now gets out of it and eventually spins ahead for about a 2-yard return on the 28-yard punt by Crabtree.
Oh, now the Pirates, the big, if they pass the ball on this series, I would be shocked. They're going to try to keep it on the ground unless it gets to be a 3rd and long situation. But only 4 minutes, 3 seconds left here in this game to even the record at 2-2 with 2 straight wins.
You're definitely running the football here, trying to pound the clock, take the play clock all the way down before you snap it. Find a way here to walk out of here with a win and a 2-2 record. You'd be more than happy with that.
Yep. And it looks like Coach Labarski going to call a timeout here.
That's his last one. They maybe didn't have the right player, right personnel.
I think he wants to get some guys in here. I think that's going to be the goal. He's yelling out for somebody here. There we go.
And with a 4:03 left, 19-point lead. Not a bad idea. It looks like he's bringing in number 30 for the Pirates, and that is Gavin Luchney, who actually got the start on the defensive side of the ball tonight.
And there is a state wrestler, and finished 6th at state as an 8th grader. He's a freshman this year, and he's not the biggest of kids, but you don't need to be big when you're hard-nosed, and if you're a wrestler, you are built tough, that's for sure. So good to see him out there and making an impact on this game. And actually, Gavin's gotten quite a bit bigger, it seems like, over the past couple months.
He's only a 9th grader. I think that's what you got to keep in perspective, too. I mean, state wrestler already. He's going to be, I would be willing to bet he's going to be a very good football player, especially in a few years for this Pirates football team.
Very good baseball player as well.
The ball on the 43-yard line.
1st and 10.
Coming in under center. Here is the snap and a handoff. Labarski playing QB now. Goes to Romero, and he'll run ahead for a few yards. Gain of about 2.
I like to see it. You get Antonio getting a handoff there. Good chunk of yardage. Nice hole by the right side of the line.
Yeah, he's ran the ball more than any other game this year. 7 for 15 yards. Widman comes out, and coming in is Rylan Labarski.
We have Evan Trudeau. He's checked into the game.
So yeah, a lot of different guys getting in right now for Crookston. 3:26 and counting here in the 4th. 2nd down and 7.
Rylan Labarski at a wide receiver.
Here's the snap, and Labarski keeps it. I'm not sure if there was a fumble on the exchange. He maybe even got a yard out of that, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down now. Oh, the baby powder has exploded in the Crookston student section. They're having a fun time here tonight.
They all think they're LeBron James and Michael Jordan or what?
We were at West Central area last year, and I had to sit in the bleachers to write the story for that game. And, they dumped baby powder that night, too. I think it's still on my laptop.
Oh, I believe it. I know some of the fans downwind aren't too thrilled about that decision.
Does it smell like it does up here? I mean, can you smell it? I can smell it. My goodness. Third down.
Smells like diapers.
Third down and 7, and a sweep here, too. Gavin Luchny, and he has a nice little run near a first down. He gets 6 yards. So Gavin Luchny, a gain of 6, and that sets up a 4th and 1, and you could definitely go for this if you want to now if you're Crookston.
And they are going to, I believe. They're going to count down the 25 seconds, or probably about 23, 24 is when you'll snap it. Jake Erickson bringing the play in. But I think we're seeing Gavin Luchny. I think obviously after this year is over, Ethan Bull graduates, unfortunately. But you have too many guys in the huddle.
On the Pirates, or
that's a quick delay of game.
That was quick. They just went longer the last snap. So.
Yep.
It is Is that the substitution sign? Or
yeah, too many guys in the huddle.
Well, I'm counting them right now. What happened to all of them? It looks like they only have 7 guys out there.
Well, they brought about 3 or 4 out.
What in the world?
Well, they're trying to get this. This is what happens. They're trying to get guys in, and everybody. Oh, here comes Ethan Bull. I don't know if that's the guy you want. Oh, they're going to punt. That's
I was saying now they're going to punt because they lost the 5 yards.
Yeah.
So they'll punt it away. They've committed 8 penalties for 70 yards tonight. Erickson's had a good game punting. Gets another one away. It'll bounce. Whoa, hit the Pirate there down inside the 25. Will down it at the 23. That's a punt of about 28 yards. So one last chance here for the Hornets to use their offense.
Something that's been, why baby powder?
Yeah, I don't understand it either.
Makes no sense.
Bo is telling me because it's white and it's a whiteout, but I've seen people do it when it's not a whiteout either, though, is the thing. So
yeah, it makes no sense, especially when it's raining.
Hey, well, your daughter, Mrs. Crookston, is in there, so you can find out afterwards.
There's going to be a talking to. That's for sure.
Give us the full report on how that conversation goes.
Yeah, be ready Monday morning.
1st and 10, ball on the 23 as the Hornets have yet to put their offense out there. Now here they come, 1:39 to go.
I also see my other high school student there, so there's going to be a discussion this evening at the Fee household. What's going on with the baby powder?
1st and 10. Never a dull moment, I'll tell you that, at a high school football game. Frazee's running a guy out there late now at the last second. They got to get the snap off. They do a new quarterback in. They'll hand it off, running to the left, cutting back and picking up a short gain here. The new tailback there for the Hornets, number 25. That is Dawson Lyman. So Dawson Lyman will get credit for a short run there. Clock continues to roll. Give him a gain of about 7 yards on the run.
We're going to have another discussion with one of my children on wearing shorts when it's 50 degrees and raining. Mom's away and all heck breaks loose.
You're at a fun time of this parenthood thing right now. With
4 more years, that's all.
Handoff up the gut and plowing ahead. Short gain there, maybe a first down. Looks like they will give him the first down. Another new back there for the Hornets. That's number 32 on the carry. That is Tanner Moe.
74 points for the Pirates the last 2 weeks.
You're going to win a lot of games when you're doing that.
And against quality opponents, too. That's the impressive thing.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. 30 seconds. This could be the last play of the game if it's a run. The quarterback, by the way, for the Hornets is Adam Vigan.
Connor Hansen in for the Pirates now.
Snap, they will run it, and once again, up the gut for maybe a yard. Some extra hitting after the play. Short run there for Lyman, and the clock will roll down. 12 seconds, I think. That is going to be it. The Pirates, in front of their home crowd, even though it was technically a road game, get the win 33-14 over the Frazee Hornets and move to 2-2. It's a big Section 8 AA victory here on this Friday night. We got lots to get to here in the post-game show.
That's how we do it.
So we will. I think we'll keep it here because we want to catch the Pirates here once they huddle up. 33-14 win. We'll talk to Coach Labarski. We'll talk to some players down on the field. We'll get Coach Labarski up here. We'll go over the stats as well. I'm going to start tallying those up now.
And I know Wyatt talking to people around town after they came to the Barnesville game and said, oh, that's going to be a rough year. I said, no. I said, and we've talked about it. I said the Pirates could win the last 5-6 games.
Yeah.
There's no reason why they couldn't get 5 or 6 wins. They just took on a Barnesville team that if they're not in the state tournament, hopefully it's the Pirates, but I think even Barnesville's the heavy favorite. They made it to the state semifinals. They're tough, but the Pirates so far have been the team that has played them the best. So they're really playing well. The first game, that was just a bad game, and if they played Osakis now, I think it would be a very entertaining game. So the Pirates playing some fantastic football. They're coming out, the offensive and defensive line. The offense looks completely different than they did week 1, and so we're seeing a lot of improvement each week, and that's all you can ask for. And the Pirates they sat a couple players again. Coach Labarski has team rules. If you're going to be on part of the Pirate football program, you got to show up to practice on time. You've got to be good in school. Make sure you're in class and don't be disrespectful in school. And so he's really trying to change the culture of the Pirate football program. And that's the really cool thing about what Coach Labarski has done. And not that they didn't do it in the past, but he's sitting people for a half, saying, if you're going to do it, this is what's going to happen. So he doesn't care if Ethan Bull did it. He'd have to sit a half. So they're really turning things around. I think the players are really meshing and really doing a good job. So they had a couple players that had to sit out in the first half, and they still came away with an impressive first half.
And here we go. The Pirates going down for the annual tradition after a win. Chris will follow him, and we'll get it right here on the radio. You are my sunshine.
I think it's safe to say we'll never sell an album.
My sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy. My times are great. How much I love you, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. Hey!
Love it.
There it is.
Big win. They're fired up. So the Pirates win it 33-14. We're looking at the stats now going over them. I can tell you this. For Crookston, they ran 46 plays tonight. They had 241 total yards of offense, 195 on the ground, 46 passing yards. They had 11 first downs. They committed 8 penalties for 70 yards against them. Individually, Ethan Bull ran the ball 18 times for 156 and 3 scores. He was their leading rusher. Tanner Geese, 7 carries for 8 yards. Antonio Romero, 7 carries for 15 yards. Jack Doda had the other rushing touchdown on 5 carries for 9 yards. And then Carter Coet, Gavin Luchny, and Tegan Lubinsky all had 1 carry. Coet's went for 1 yard. Luchny's for 6. Lubinsky's for nothing. Through the air, Doda 2 for 6, 46 yards. Both were to Carter Coet, who had both catches 46 yards. Jake Erickson, 5 punts, 204 yards. If I do the quick math, that's just over 40 yards a punt. So solid game for him, punting the football yet again. Just continues to do it week in and week out. So that's the Pirates' numbers, team and individual stats. We flip over to Frazee's side of things. They ran a few more plays than the Pirates did. They ran 49 plays tonight, 240 yards. So the Pirates end up outgaining them by 1 yard tonight. The Hornets had 32 passing yards, 208 on the ground. They actually had a couple extra first downs, 13 in the football game, but they committed 8 penalties for 65 yards. They were not sharp in that area either. So the turnovers, the 3 turnovers for Frazee really killed them, and it came back to haunt them. Crookston did not turn the ball over once, and we're going to have some player interviews coming up here shortly. We're going to talk to Coach Labarski. The Pirates a lot shorter of a huddle, post-game huddle after a win, and that's what we saw here. Oh, now they're throwing footballs up into the student section. They are loving this here on this Friday night, so got to love it.
They're going to take a picture with the student body as part of the whiteout here, and it's something they're trying to do this year is have a lot of themes and organized themes anyway, and try to get more of that pirate pride around the school, and so far I think it's working pretty well.
Another nice showing. Like you said, you got to give the crowd a big round of applause considering it was raining for the majority of this game. They stuck it out, and they were loud, and they cheered this team on to a victory.
I'm going to get Tanner, Hunter Knutson, who should be our third.
Let's see. Carter Coet, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's it. Yep.
get somebody on the offensive side. Couple catches, ran the ball once. Also was good defensively.
Yep.
So
yeah, that'll be a good one. Yep.
So those three, Knutson obviously, the scoop and score, was in a couple plays defensively. We have.
You hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Coach Larry.
Lost my train of thought now. But anyways, 33-14 again, your final score. Player interviews on the way. We went over the stats. We'll get to the individual stats for the Hornets in a little bit. And, well, Chris is calling them over now. We'll send it on down to him.
Well, we'll start it off with Tanner. And, Tanner, let's talk about first offensively. It seemed you had a pretty good game, running the ball well, and the offensive line did a pretty good job of creating some holes for you.
Yeah, it was fun. Just got blocked for Ethan Bull, but, yeah, it's a fun game, especially when you win. But, yeah.
It's got to be nice having the other running back on the backfield with you is Ethan, because he's getting a lot of pressure. So when a lot of attention. So when you get it, you're able to break some tackles and get some nice runs.
Yeah, it's fun. I like getting the ball, but I like blocking too, and especially those dives. Got to get those touchdowns. But
you've put up 74 points in the last two games. What has been the big difference here from the first two? Obviously, you played two very good opponents in the first 2 weeks, but it seems like you're getting better each week.
Yeah, it's practice and our adversity throughout the games, I think we're figuring some stuff out. Yeah.
How about defensively? You were getting through there sometimes before they even snapped the ball. It seemed like. Did you see something on game film, or was it something that you saw throughout the game, or what was going on?
Oh yeah, well they had an easy snap count, and their gaps were like 5 feet wide, so just gotta go.
Took advantage of it, and what is that feeling when you got right through and were able to make a tackle in the backfield?
Oh, it's the most fun. I love tackling, especially sacking the quarterback. It's the most fun, and especially on the goose, getting that touchdown, scoop and score. Yeah.
And just another win, 2 in a row. It's got to feel pretty good.
Yes, I love winning.
All right, Tanner, congratulations, and best of luck next week.
Thank you.
That's Tanner Geese. He's one of our KROX Pirate Player of the Games. Now we're players of the game. Now we're going to talk with Carter Coette. And Carter, first, let's talk about offensively. You're the leading receiver this season so far, and you got a couple nice receptions. Tell us on that one down the sideline here where you were able to walk, not go out of bounds, I guess, was the important part.
Yeah, well, it was wrong route I was supposed to run, but the guys were on me, and I looked at Dota, and he called me go back. So I went back and delivered a good pass, and then George got a little block and made a move and kept going.
And offensively, it seems like you keep getting better each week. Is that the case?
Yeah, I think people are really looking at Ethan Bull. I mean, he's our D1, obviously, so people are going to be giving him good looks, and that gives a lot of guys other opportunities.
How about on the defensive end? You're able to get quite a few tackles once again, and you hold them to 14 points. Has to feel pretty good how well you've played the last 2 weeks.
Yep. It's just a lot of reading your keys, finding the ball. Your key will take you to the ball, and be good from there.
How big was that Barnesville game? You didn't beat them, but you played them very tough. They're killing everybody else. They're even hammering Osakis right now at halftime, 22-0. So you played one of the top teams in the state, very tough, especially in that first half. Did that give you confidence going into the rest of the season?
100%. That team's good. They beat us, 56-0 or something last year. That's a game you don't forget. And then just playing them tough means not a win. We like to put some points on the board, but played really well defensively.
And getting the win, and you force some turnovers. You're able to get some big touchdown runs and some big passing plays, and has to feel pretty good.
Yep, we got a lot of playmakers on the team.
Yep. Carter, congratulations, and we wish you best of luck next week.
Thank you.
That's Carter Coette, and where's Hunter? He disappeared out there, taking pictures all over the place here with coaches, and there he is. Hunter. And we'll get Hunter over here. And, Hunter Knutson joins us. And, Hunter, let's first tell us about the scoop and score. How did that happen? And What were you thinking through the whole thing?
Well, my guy tried to cut me, and I got a shove down, and I just seen the ball on the ground. And I just thought, scoop and score, just like practice.
What were you thinking when you were running and you saw the end zone there?
That no one was going to catch me.
How did it feel when you did cross? That had to be pretty awesome.
I was tired.
What is when you see it there, it happens, you dream of getting it. Have you scored a touchdown on anything like that in your career?
No, that was my first varsity touchdown.
And, hopefully many more?
Yeah, hopefully.
Let's talk about the line. It seems like the line is getting better each game. You're offensively creating some holes. Defensively, you're able to stop them. And what's been the big difference here the last few weeks?
We've really been working on taking our doubles to linebackers and picking up linebackers.
And how about in this game? You were able to force a lot of turnovers, too. You have to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And getting the scoop and score, I'm sure is that the highlight of your career so far as football?
It probably is, yeah.
Tough to beat that. And now you get ready for another game, but you're 2-2 on the season, and you have to be pretty happy with how you're playing.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm fun.
And, Frazee, you battle with them in wrestling. Football is the same. It seemed like you guys were getting after each other a little bit.
Yeah.
Hunter, congratulations on the win and your first varsity touchdown, and best of luck next week.
Thank you.
Now back up to you guys. That was Hunter Knutson and our three Pirates players of the game. And the Pirates getting a lot of pictures in, so we'll send it up to the booth.
Sounds good. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. We are actually now joined with the Pirates head coach, Nate Labarski, now on the postgame show. And, Coach, I don't even know where to begin, so I guess I'll just let you begin. What do you want to start with? What a great performance all around. What are the initial thoughts after the win?
Probably one of the bigger ones is overcoming quick adversity, right? So the game doesn't start out very well for us. We give up a long run for a touchdown, but no hanging of the heads, and it was a battle in the first half, and it's 7-7, it's 14-14, and you just keep playing in a good, solid high school football game, and I liked our resiliency tonight.
Speaking of that first play of the game, they had a couple of long touchdown runs. Otherwise, you bottled them up. So on those two plays specifically, did they just break containment? What kind of happened, I guess, to allow them to break free?
Yeah, sometimes, defensive end is not an easy position to play because we're asking you to get down and squeeze that down, but don't get beat outside. And sometimes you think you've squeezed it down enough and they slip through, and then we don't have contain. The other one around the edge, yeah, we certainly didn't have contain there. We didn't have an edge person set it. So kudos to them, good plays, and maybe didn't take the best angles either on some tackles down the field. So certainly not just one person, but we had a few breakdowns.
Offensively, you also had a couple of longer runs tonight. I think it was a combination, good vision, good running, and that offensive line, again, we talked about needing to control the line of scrimmage. They did a great job of that tonight.
Yeah, they did, and quite honestly, I mean, it was a really good job by those guys that just sticking with it, and we probably made it a little harder on them. But our coaching staff did a really nice job of adjusting and running the ball weak, and kind of taking advantage of their aggressive play to the strong side of the ball. So it helped out our O linemen in the second half, or actually late in the second quarter, and then into the third quarter. But they're doing a great job of just asking us, or doing what we're asking them to do, and they continue to get better each week.
You mentioned it was back and forth, especially early in the game, 14-14, 2014. Then you score to go up 2 scores right before the half. How important was that, not only just to score, but the momentum seemed like it completely switched to your favor the rest of the game, and they never got it back?
Really big, when we go in at halftime and we know we're going to get the football to start the second half, although we come out and go 3 and out. So that wasn't the plan, but, going into halftime, though, having that score was really big, and it certainly energized us from that standpoint.
Talk about a lot of guys defensively who wanted to. One guy I just want to get your thoughts on tonight, Tanner Geese. I mean, what a performance. I mean, Knutson picked it up and ran it in, but it wasn't possible on that scoop and score without Tanner getting through the line, and he got through there multiple times tonight. So what can you say about his performance and just the reaction time that he had tonight?
Tanner has those kind of natural abilities that a lot of people want, but most of us don't have, right? So he has a nose for the football. He may not be the fastest, but he has speed that he needs to get open. Or like tonight, the ones you're talking about, just very, very well-timed blitzes, and he's in the backfield. He times it up well. He'll show it and back off, and tonight he did just an incredible job.
Defensively, he forced a bunch of turnovers yet again tonight. We've seen that now a couple weeks in a row where they're creating havoc, and again, that's a big momentum swing. Defensively, in the secondary, a couple of interceptions tonight. Guys making great reads on balls, and there was a pass interference that maybe could have been a pick as well. That was maybe a little questionable, but anyways, what are those guys doing well in the secondary to read the ball, stay on their guy, and then go make a play?
I thought for our secondary, this is the best game they've played, and we were a little suspect in last week's game and a couple of weeks before, but I thought for the most part we had really, really good coverage tonight, and then they went and they made plays on the ball. That's kind of one of the things, is to be in the right position, but sometimes we have young guys in there and maybe not as experienced guys, but hey, you can go out there and make plays too, and tonight we did. I had the confidence to do it, so it was good to see those guys kind of come together.
You guys have a turnover chain or something? You going to start that up if you keep getting all these turnovers?
Don't tell George that, or we will. Yeah, we do not. No,
it's probably for the better. High school sports, you don't know with these kids, so yeah. Fair enough. You mentioned confidence. Do you feel that it's starting to build now even more at this point in the year, like before, and even last year? Like, I feel like this team has so much more confidence this year than they did a year ago. They've bought in, and they're really starting to see what they're capable of.
Yeah, and quite honestly, we had a few kids that didn't play tonight, and some had to sit a half, and we're still kind of getting over those little bit of hurdles that we need to do things during the week to not have that cost us, on Friday nights. And I know they're itching to get in the game, but the team chemistry on this team, they enjoy being around each other. They enjoy playing together, and it doesn't matter what grade you're in. You're all going to contribute in one way, shape, or form. I thought our scouts really had a good week of practice, but that's recognized by the starters and the players as well. So that's what you want to see in your team, is everybody kind of bonding together.
All-around team effort, another nice win. Congratulations. We'll let you go enjoy it. We'll talk to you next week. Let's make it 3 in a row.
All right. Thanks a lot, Wyatt.
The head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Nate Labarski, joining us here in the post-game show. We appreciate his time. We'll have his comments up on our website, KROXAM.com. We got the story up there. We got some pictures. We're adding it all, putting it together. We'll give you a draft scoreboard update here in a little bit, but we will take a break because we have not taken one yet here in the post-game show. So we'll come back. We'll give you a draft scoreboard update, recap everything one last time, and then we will be back. So a quick 3-minute break, and we'll be back after this. You're listening and watching Crookston Pirate Sports. It's the post-game show coming up next after this.
Hi, Tommy Helgeson here at Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston. We've got new Fords on the lot, including F-150s, Edges, Explorers, and Expeditions, and a great selection of used, including over 30 used pickups on the ground with prices starting at $16,999. Check out our complete inventory at ChristianBrothersFord.com and all of our stores at ChristianCarsOnline.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston. Give us a call today, 281-1338, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative would like to thank area growers for their patronage this year and wish you all a safe and prosperous harvest. Since 1979, Crookston Valley Cooperative has been your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering on the products and service that you've come to expect. For all your fall fertilizer needs, stop by or call Jake at 281-1178. Crookston Valley Cooperative, here to keep you growing.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Judy Hulst, Administrator at Villa St. Vincent and the Summit Apartments. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute short stay and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of reflection, please know how very proud Villa St. Vincent and the Summit Apartments are to serve our community.
From early morning to the last thing before bed, light powers your day. And every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. Choose LED bulbs. You'll use 75% less energy, and because they last so long, you may never have to change them again. Whether it's bright light for the bathroom or a soft, warm touch in the family room, LEDs do it all. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED. LED lighting, the smart way to light your life.
Society, winning has come to mean everything. If winning comes at the expense of good sportsmanship, everyone loses. Nothing is gained in the long run. Good sportsmanship is the result of a disciplined effort to respect yourself, your opponents, and contest officials. Remember, good sports are winners no matter the score. This reminder is brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
And we're back here in the post-game show on this Friday night. The Pirates starting the weekend right with a 33-14 win over the Frazee Hornets, a big Section 8 AA victory for Crookston. They lead it at half 26-14, then score once more in the third, and they get the win 33-14. We didn't run through Frazee's individual stats. We'll do that here quickly. The quarterback, Carter Sonnenberg, was 3 for 9 for 32 yards, did throw a couple interceptions. 2 of those passes went to the junior, Brady Crabtree. He had 26 yards, and then Tyler Moe caught a ball for 6 yards as well. On the ground, Jake Nagel led the way with 16 carries, 144 yards, and a touchdown. Brady Crabtree just 4 carries, 65 yards and a score, though. Then it was Carter Sonnenberg, had 8 carries. He lost a fumble. That's why I'm saying him next. That was the only lost fumble they had. They fumbled it about 5-6 times. They only lost the one. He had 8 carries, negative 45 yards with all the sack and the bad snaps and everything like that and running backwards. So not a great game rushing there. Tyler Moe, 9 carries for 33 yards. Tanner Moe, a carry for 4. And then Dawson Lyman, 2 for 7. Brady Crabtree had 5 punts, 128 yards as well. Those are the individual stats for Frazee. We have all that on our website as well, kroxam.com, and click on sports. And we're working on, we'll add the coaches' comments here in a little bit as well. So this is normally the time I send it on over to Chris for a draft scoreboard update. Chris.
Well, I got some scores here. First, Barnesville leading Osakis 22-8 at halftime. West Central area leading Hawley 28-8 at halftime. Pillager leading Staples Motley 14-0 at the end of the third. So Crookston plays all of those teams. That's the teams that Crookston plays. So Barnesville, Osakis, West Central, Hawley, Pillager, Staples, Frazee, and East Side are the teams they play this year. Speaking of East Grand Forks, we'll get to that score here shortly. Pequot Lakes, they beat Park Rapids, they're leading Park Rapids 36-0. In the third quarter, Detroit Lakes leads Perham 42-6. Menominee leads Ada Borup West 6-0 in the third quarter of play there. Wenny-Mac leads Stephen Argyle 32-14 in the third quarter. Fertile Beltrami at halftime leading Neva 16-0. And those are some of the scores that we have. And I told you about East Grand Forks. Dilworth, Glendon, Felton beat them 22-12, but DGF ranked in the top 10, so the Green Wave played pretty well at home on the turf there. Thief River Falls, they get their first win of the season. They beat Fergus Falls 34-0, and Otter Tail Central beat Roseau 27-6. And Wadena Deer Creek, they played Red Lake and won 56-0. In UMC soccer, Wayne State beat UMC in Wayne America 3-0. If you haven't been to Wayne America, you're not missing anything. Volleyball, Southwest Minnesota State. I'm sure they say that about Crookston too, but Southwest Minnesota State beat UMC 3-0, 25-14, 25-15, and 25-11. And of course here, the Crookston Pirates beat Frazee 26-14 to improve to 2-2 on the season. Frazee drops to 2-2 on the year. So the Pirates, 2 big wins.
33?
Is that what I said?
You said 26. It is 33.
Oh,
I
I forgot to change the halftime score.
Yeah, they added the score there in the third, so you got to keep an eye on you. Make sure that.
Is that a joke?
Right. Oh, well.
Too soon.
Yikes.
You're really trying to get fired tonight, aren't you?
Yikes! Yeah, that was in poor taste. That was in poor taste.
It's even funnier because he didn't mean it. And then the Twins, they started late, about a half hour late against Trout and Otani and the Los Angeles, Anaheim Angels, whatever they call themselves this year. And the score is 2-1, the Angels, and the top of the, what does that say? Fifth. It's nighttime. Don't have good. So that's about it on our scoreboard. We do have football continuing throughout the weekend. The Minnesota Golden Gophers will have their first Big Ten. They take on their first real opponent as they take on Michigan State, who has rocked pretty good at Washington by Eric Schmidt's Washington Huskies last weekend. So Michigan State, that'll be a 2:30 start. We have the pregame. It's a 2-hour pregame show at 12:30. And then on Sunday, we'll have the Vikings, see if they can bounce back. The roller coaster of Vikings fandom continues, and they'll take on the Lions. They should win. It's the Lions.
Yeah.
Who messes it up more, the Lions or the Vikings?
That's coin toss.
There, so it should be a dandy.
Yeah, exactly. Who's going to make more mistakes?
Yeah. It's not on prime time, so Cousins won't be terrible.
Yeah,
so that's good. So yeah.
There you go.
That's our schedule. Believe it or not, the Minnesota Wild, they have an exhibition game this weekend already. So yeah, it's that time of year. We're getting into the fall, and Pirates getting win number 2. They're 2-2 on the year and looking to take on West Central area next week.
There you go.
Hey, 2 in a row. It's a streak.
Make it 3. You win another one. Make it 3. 3-2 above 500. See what happens. So that covers it for the draft scoreboard update. And with that, we're pretty much ready to sign off here. Another nice night. Crookston gets the win. They battle the elements. They win it 33-14. For the story, the stats, coaches' comments, pictures, and more, go to KROXAM.com, click on sports. We'll update the scores from other high school football and other events here in the nearby area tonight as well on our website, so be looking there for those. For Weimerel, Chris Fee, Tom Lezon, Bo Melby, signing off here from the UMC football field. The Pirates win 33-14. Be listening for Gopher football tomorrow. We'll have Vikings football and Sunday night football on Sunday as well, so it should be a fun weekend. But have a good rest of your night, have a good weekend, and we'll see you again next time here on the KROX broadcast.